Hello! Hi everybody, good afternoon, or evening, or morning, or night. How's it going, everybody? I know on the stream schedule, it said that I was supposed to do work, but that's because I messed up. Long story short, I was supposed to do this yesterday. But because I'm so bad at doing sponsors, this is why I don't do sponsors, because I'm so freaking bad at it. But I hope you guys are doing okay. But yes, instead of the usual whoopsie daisy, instead of the usual
hello, JoCat from France.
From France, hello, bonjour. How's it going? I hope you have a good evening. Instead of the planned working stream that I was going to do today, instead we will be playing Esoteric Ebb, of which I have been sponsored by Raw Fury, and of which, despite me being a day late, Scott, who is my contact with Raw Fury, the publisher for the game, was kind enough to be like, "It's totally okay. You're cool." So Scott, if you're in here right now, thank you, thank you, Scott Raw Fury. I really appreciate it. Sorry about that. I never do sponsors, but this game was on my radar and brought to my attention because Scott, I think, reached out to me. And I had seen some of Raw Fury's games. If you ever heard of Cassette Beasts?
I am doing well, Father. You peace in chat. And don't worry, Father. You can tell them that I needed to go to the town cleric after consuming 2 buckets of mucus. I don't regret it. Only its aftermath.
Yeah, if you don't know Raw Fury, you may recognize some of the games that they've published. Blueprints, for one. Currently, one that I'm looking forward to is Deep Dish Dungeon, which isn't out yet. Moonstone Island. I'm just going down the list right now, things that I recognize. Let's see, Sable, kind of the deserty, explory kind of game. Townscaper, I love Townscaper. If you've ever seen someone use kind of that sort of map building toy where they can make an island of kind of Italian / Spanish looking houses and apartments. Yeah. Let's see, some of the other ones I recognize that you guys might recognize as well because you're in my similar circles. Those are the ones I recognize, but there's quite a few really cool, unique games that they've published. So when I saw Esoteric Ebb come across my kind of Steam recommended, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Oh, they have a Snufkin game. Oh, you know, like Moomin, you know, the like little white creature, animated creature. There's a Moomin game about Snufkin. Wow, neat. It looks like a pop-up book. Anyway, they were kind enough to reach out to me and sponsor me for Esoteric Ebb, and I was like, this looks like, I mean, they mentioned as much. I always feel bad about comparing games, but it looks like Disco Elysium, but D&D, like fantasy, and it looks super silly, and I love the art style. But yeah, do note, this is a sponsored stream. It is being paid for, so the first 2 hours of this stream are paid for. I am not a reviewer, I'm not a critic, and this is not a review or critique. But yes, thank you so much, once again, Scott, for giving me another chance. And yeah, let me show you the game. So here it is. I just wanted to go in the options menu to make sure the audio is good. Let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet. It seems okay on the audio levels. We'd love to stick around and actually watch this. No worries, Slap Happy Squirrel. Thanks for stopping by and lurking. Anyway, oh, this should look good. Oh, we have font options. That's always nice. This is very convenient already. Let's see. Roboto. I do like Roboto. I like this one. Let me make sure chat isn't in the way. I'll just shrink it just a little bit, or maybe like put it up here. I don't think there's anything important up there. So hopefully there's nothing important up there. I did do my best to try and check the game's UI ahead of time so that things, my stream overlay stuff wouldn't be in the way. But I do apologize if some of it is in the way. I'll try to adjust it as we go. I love arguing with my inner self about eating a sandwich. Yes, all the time. Large, huge. So this game also was made by one developer, one person by the name of Christopher Bodegard. I don't know if I said it right, but one guy made this game. So it's very, very impressive, I say. Any RPG-esque game already seems pretty big. Let's see here. I'll make the chat ever so slightly transparent so that you could potentially see behind. Can't really, put it down here. I'll put it down there. There we go. Okay, so this is our character creator. We've got, the typical 6 stats, 6 attributes that we know of. We've got proficiencies we can randomize. Let's see. We've got strength. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows of the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. What is this? Looks like D&D? Yes, it is very heavily D&D inspired. The developer is a big D&D fan. Measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Let me move myself so you guys can read this as well. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. Higher strength allow you to carry extra items. Be violent and or manly. Useful in encounters. I like the distinction there. Religious fervor and aesthetic nationalism. Increase manhood. High strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik. Praise for his deeds. The god uses brute force on puzzles. Simple as. Love quests. Love me quests. Love me smash. Simple as. Wants to become a real human hero. Punches big bad evil guys in the face. Low strength cleric is weak.
Dungeons and Dragons. I want to play the Gobo Cookie Slinger. With a +10 wand of magic snickerdoodle.
Magic snickerdoodle. Is a weak sniveling rat. Bows down to anyone stronger, can't handle the banter, gives up when the going gets tough, is afraid of women, doesn't care about quests. The Chad high strength cleric and the virgin low strength cleric. Okay, what about dexterity? Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise. The haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. It is that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you, to grab as much as you can while the grabbin's good, to progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no else will. Okay. Steal anything, pick locks, sneak and dodge traps. Rich as a Republican revolutionary. Just run away, dummy. Votes for revolutionary freestriders, collects piles of shiny coins, acts first in every encounter, avoids trouble before it brews, always has a witty reply, looks out for himself, takes big risks, and wins every time. So it seems as though these stats are not just physical, but also mental, which is pretty neat. Takes big risks and fails every time, doesn't notice anything in time, stumbles over his own feet, drops the ball figuratively and literally, is slow mentally and physically, is dirt poor, very embarrassing. Okay, what about constitution? your natural stamina, both mentally and physically. The world, it's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. To listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bold, bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate, can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it. Retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. Hit points. Okay, so there may potentially be combat. Control your body and its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week, and you don't care. Pain is good for you. High constitution, clerics keep forgetting there's an election, focuses on the good things. So it seems as though there's voting involved. Focuses on the good things in life, is tougher than entropy, keeps his neuroticism in check, talks with the spirits on the walls, listens to his gut, is already dead. A low constitution cleric will die. Panics over everything, listens to his gut and is wrong, has no control of his bodily functions, can't handle the pain, has no special connection with walls. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logic receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull. But why? Pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past. Therefore, it is only rational you will truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. That's so true. Prepare more spells. Think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Complete an magocratic Retvern? Vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. High intelligence, votes for the best wizard, you. Despises and envies the gods, solves every mystery with ease, masters arcane magic, spouts historical facts for hours, is dismissive towards those lesser, and knows everything. Low intelligence, knows nothing, is both ignorant and confident, oh no, makes up tidbits to seem smart, is barely sentient, cannot intentionally solve mysteries, is an idiot, duh. Okay, we're gonna keep this low to be accurate. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability. Look at this biblically accurate angel. Biblically accurate heart, rather. Yeah, I love the illustrations. So I guess strength is my muscles. Dexterity is my hands. Constitution is my stomach. Intelligence is my brain. Wisdom is my heart. And charisma is my face. That makes sense. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk, to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Oh, this one's kind of wholesome. Our wisdom lets you empower your spells. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope for Asgalian working class. There is no big bad evil guys. I kind of like wisdom. Wisdom seems like the based stat. High wisdom votes for Asgalian Workers' Party. I like that. Unionize, everybody. Hates nothing except hierarchies. Embraces his feminine side. Follows his bleeding heart. Masters primal magic. Reads body language like a champ. Notices all details. I like this. Except that last one. I'm pretty bad at it. A low wisdom cleric is an oblivious fool. Misreads cues all the time, does not think about the lower class, does not get people, fails at spotting traps, is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused there. I wonder if this is on purpose. And charisma, the god stat. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk. To think of them capable of making rational and informed decisions personal bias and emotional conduct. It is frankly inspiring. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will. Like a chameleon, become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. With high charisma, you get automatic discount in select stores near you. Ooh. Win every conversation, say the right thing. Say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature. Be arguably sociopathic. With high charisma, you vote for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies. Ooh. Loves to mind control people, sees truth as a suggestion, has no soul. Wow, the brutally honest charisma stat. Low charisma isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles the baddies, fierce conversation, is like the opposite of a skilled orator, has no style. He has no grace. This cleric has a funny face. Full mask, yeah. Well done. We also seem to have backgrounds. So, punching bag, you're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figure out how to cope with it. So we're playing a cleric in this game, not necessarily a knight, but a cleric. So I'm not necessarily just going to roleplay myself as I normally do. Let's think about the kind of cleric we want to be. So charisma maxing with wisdom is an off stat. Dump everything else. Yeah, you know it. We want to get all the baddies. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivates you. Sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Kiosk kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Oh, you're a paper boy. Didn't look like the furniture, like normal furniture. Apartment complex in shambles. Pest control guild mimic mishap. Let's see. Kiosk kid. Lore enthusiast. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up at the Derawian Library. The strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Aw. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them. The boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. Oh, that sounds miserable. Asgallist. This is the kind of labor party, right? Asgallist activist. Your friends soon introduce you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos, and worse, dwarf propaganda. Local rally stopped by fascist landlord. Well, I do hate landlords. Is that the default class, or can you change it? I think you have to be a cleric. The manifesto, what we learned from the hedonists. Earthguard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training, drilled on the city code and virtues, but you survived, so kind of like a soldier. One friend. Aw. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage, as always. Oh, that's sweet. Acolyte. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Tower apprentice. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining? Arcane prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Palace pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the pot-licking of superiors despite your best efforts. It never ended well for you. Faithful harbinger. So all of these are from something. But this one, there's something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You're isolated among your peers. Mysterious. Esoteric expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side. The emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. That one seems pretty good. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used. Oh, that's sad. Dead cleric. Growing up alone. Getting into trouble. Training with the Earth Guard. Devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? And punching bag. Okay. I do like the title of Little Weirdo. Let's see. Let's make our, you spent years spreading chaos and worse. Dwarf propaganda. Do you want to be the definitely not a paladin cleric? Yeah. Aw, this one's kind of sweet. Not one thing during those lonely years, but the gods still don't answer. You learn to manage. Yeah. What if we were a romantic cleric? Yeah, I don't know. I do like the dwarf propaganda as well. Listen, short stacks. Okay, yeah, baddies. All right, wisdom all the way up. Charisma all the way up. Let's see. How many points do we have left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more points. Okay, let's put a little bit in dexterity. We don't want to die. So... Collects piles of shiny coins. Acts first in every encounter. I do like having witty replies. Okay, so here's my thought, chat. If we're gonna have a dwarf baddie girlfriend, we don't need to be strong. She can be strong for us. So I say we go 12 dexterity. Oh, proficiencies, okay. So yeah, just like D&D. Let's go full wisdom, +5. And charisma. We're gonna talk our way out of everything. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, maybe not. Dexterity. Takes big risks and fails every time. Doesn't notice anything. Collects piles of shiny coins. Always has a witty reply. Avoids trouble before it brews. Yeah, let's avoid... I think some dexterity could be good. We avoid some trouble. Oh, man. Yeah, we avoid trouble. We're good at talking, and we're empathetic. The human instinct to have dex proficiency, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this. I'm sure these stats are going to be totally fine, and they're not going to backfire in any way. Himbo build. Nah, himbo build would be something like this. This would be the himbo build. But as it is, this is the himbim build. It's like male bimbo. Another fellow low-int cleric. Yes. All right, let's go. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The weakest cleric in Norvik. One with incredibly deep esoteric insight. Complete your quest in any order. High risk! And remember to love everyone no matter what. Aww. I wonder if that changes based on your stats. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Aww. And only 6 strength, just avoid going solo in the dungeon. Iris, I'm playing Esoteric Ebb. This is a sponsored stream, everybody. So, yeah. Raw Fury was kind enough to reach out and be like, hey, we want to play our game? Here's a free key and some money. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It seems cool. I don't take many sponsored streams, but this game seemed cool. So, Speak with Dead. I'm not going to worry about this. I wonder if this is based on 5e, like the base rule set, because a lot of that seemed very 5e-esque. I only glanced over it. Is this based on D&D? It seems so. Oh, truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Failed. My first difficulty check, and I failed. Right, your name. It's one of those Norvikian names. Starts with an R. Ron? Ron. Doesn't sound right. Ron. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. No one calls you by your name. Yeah, nobody likes you. Boo-hoo. What? You're often referred to as cleric, so my name is... Yes, speak it. Cleric. If your name is what they call you, that is it. You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? As if it matters. What is this? What is this? An interrogation? Yeah, what is an occupation in this context? Work, getting paid for labor. This is for sure about your job. You know, the job. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. What's around me? Your senses reach out into the void, a glimmer dangling far, far away. A string of existence. Class? What class am I? Upper class. Oh, thanks, Constitution. Not sure any answer is good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. You're a city cleric, nothing more. Are our stats characters? I think they're various different parts of our personality. Like, you know how you ever have like voices in your head just like telling you, the little voice in the back of your head that's like, this is a terrible idea. No, this is a great idea. No, I should definitely do this. Okay, but what about all the things that go wrong? I presume this is that personified by the D&D stats. Very Disco Elysium inspired. Oh yeah, very Disco Elysium inspired. But high fantasy, which makes it better. I have yet to play Disco Elysium, but I assume it's very fun. I mean, it won a lot of awards, but yeah, you put fantasy on anything, and I'm much more likely to play it. You're a high-class scoundrel, the best of the best. And awful at everything. I'm a sneaky little rogue. A dashing one at that. Ooh, I got like stats or something on the left. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. And most importantly, for what nefarious purpose. The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. To find the Goblin Chieftain? Is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. This is a setup, has to be. If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalist. I do like the Asgalists. What little I understand is they seem to be the working class party. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We're free to make our own choices, thanks to the revolutionary freestriders. Elections are exhausting. It hides in the back of your skull, a fact that you are bound to be a nationalist. I also like that strength is apparently the masculine stat, whereas wisdom is the feminine stat. Like, having a lot of high strength, as it described, is like being very manly, and then having a lot of high wisdom is being in touch with your feminine side. That you are bound to be a nationalist. I am not, and it frightens you, the pressure. I do not know any of these words. Actually, I'm apolitical. The Asgalists. Life is a struggle. Election week. Ooh. Life is a struggle to alleviate oppression. The exiles know this well. You have supported them in the past. Time to do so again. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Same way you lived. Unable to step out of the uniform. Not for 1 second. Now's your chance. Break free. I fell into divinity. She took me whole. I died when he died. I'm not dead! Ooh. Ooh.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Gobo, indeed, does not know any of those words. Gobo wants to break the chains.
An African or Italian swallow? Ooh. Vibes. Okay, so he did have some help. I must have spread some misinformation there then. Oh, European, my bad.
Italian? It's European.
Yeah. That is a lot of apples. That is way too many apples than any one storeroom should have. I hope they're being preserved well. Writer's seen more. Okay. Day 1.
Look at them apples.
A fresh start. Your heartbeat is loud, screaming. Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you slept
Father,
for days.
Can I have an apple?
Yeah, of course, Gabo, sure. As if you slept for days. Don't sleep in the armor, dumbass.
We need some apple pie.
Ready for the quest to continue. What's my stuff like? What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch in uniform. Panic, sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed.
Also, Gobo is still trying to come up with a D&D plus Disco Elysium pun, but still can't. Words are hard.
Disco and dancing. Discos and dancing, the newest tabletop role-playing game. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake, tears begin to form. Deep breaths.
No one man should have that many apples.
Yes, no one man, but this is our apples, we share them. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. A circular stone chamber, a storage room for apples and...
Discos and discourse.
There you go. Apples and corpses together? What about the quest? Move on. Oh, yes, a quest. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Oh. Earth. Okay. Earth, your god. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory's intact. Your thoughts are scattered, but your mind is fine. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember? The tea shop? The tea shop. Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. It'll be done in a day or two. Just a job. Wait, how much time do I have? I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. A quest? I like those. They're dangerous. You might not make it. Just a job, so I've done this before. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years at the Towers. The home base of the Order of Arcane Clerics of Norvik, also known as OACN. A servant of God, a god, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster given power through their deity. One of the three pillars of magic, it is represented by the sacred, the faith of all folk, their souls, and is granted by gods who once walked among us. How much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 6 days. Well, this says failure. So maybe, I don't think I'm remembering correctly. No, it's not. What the hell? It's in 5 days. Depends on your definitions. Definitions of what? Time? Time only advances when you make new choices in dialogue. Oh, shit. Good to know. Okay. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's also bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it. Okay, I was a little bit scared. Like, should I swear in this stream I'm being sponsored? But I'm glad I don't need to worry about that. That's the feeling again.
Time is a strange loop. And a strange soup.
I don't believe time is a soup. I don't think time has 3 dimensions like that. The feeling you're about to enter a path from which there's no way back. Can I think about this first? Time is limited. It's just a lot to... You feel dizzy. Oh, shit. Oh. The weight of the Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold.
Time is a flat circle. Like a cookie. I want a cookie. Father, I am blocking the time.
Oh, you are blocking the time. You're right, Gabo. Here, I'll move you over here, hopefully. I'll try to make sure the dialogue isn't in the way. Okay, cool.
Higher dimensional soup.
My low constitution has already paid off by me taking 1 damage. Or however many. How much damage did I take? Ouch. I'm at 4 out of 7 HP. Ugh. Your body aches. Its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. Your mind forms a trail from one cross to another. You know not why you stand among these apples, but you know everything else that has gone wrong in your life. You must dig yourself out of this trench with kindness and an ever-bright love for folk. Just take it easy. You might have failed at getting the first 200 or 300 people to like you, but you've got 500,000 other folk to fool into the city. It is with utmost confidence that you know, eventually, someone has to love you. If your stats are higher or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. Everything else. Okay, yeah, so every time I pick a new choice, it progresses by 1 minute. It is a lot. Do not let that break your spirit. Yeah, let's not waste too much time. Thank you, voices in my head. Okay. Eat. Behold the apple! An apple looks better than the ones in the pile. Yeah, why not? Questing tree. Ooh. Quest trees. This is an interesting way to lay out quests. So you can see where the quests branch, I guess. The tea shop that blew up. Your purpose to Tolstad is to investigate... on Tolstad is to investigate an exploded tea shop. Locate this establishment and gain entry. Class conflict. You've declared yourself the cleric of Norvik 1 single time. It's a granted title, suitable for a true human cleric like yourself. You've made it clear 1 single time now. Your You're a dick-ass rogue, and no one can stop you from being the coolest sneaker in Tolstad. Election week. The first ever election in Norvikian history will take place in just a few days' time. What will you vote for? You've talked about positive opinions on Asgalism about one single time ever since waking up in the Lich House. Really brings you back. Okay. Cleric Rogue. Oh, are there other classes? So I guess this is my class and this is my political affiliation. Oh. What do I got? Got weapon, book, food, nothing. Journal. Ooh. Oh, it's a map. Goblin Garden. All right. Always like hearing that there's a Goblin Garden. I guess we'll find out if it is a garden run by goblins or a garden for growing goblins. I'm gonna judge your choices. Yeah, I've thrown caution to the wind. I'm sure all of my choices
Gobo want to vote on more cookies and broken chains.
Yes, we will break the chains. We will open more cookies to the public.
Do they grow goblins?
I guess we'll find out. Is a goblin not entitled to the crumb of his cookie? Cure wounds. One bonus action. Yeah, this is totally like 5e rules. Yeah, verbal, somatic. Creature you touch regains the number of hit points equal to 1d8. Yeah. Plus wisdom modifier. Wow. Yeah, this is straight up 5e. That's pretty cool. Then, this will translate. Yes, spell save. Prepared spells, cantrips, and spells. Alright, cool. Ah, here are my 2 god stats. It's wisdom and charisma. Alright. Grab the apple. And how do... Eat? Consume. An apple grown on Tolstad. The colors ripple across the surface. Consuming it will save your soul. Delicious. What's this? This isn't yours, is it? Tattered cloak. Well, if it isn't mine, I shouldn't take it. A vase of leaves. Smells lovely. Incense. Well, I mean, if no one's... If they left it here. Engage. You stare at the blue rag. It's draped over the outline of a someone. How is this guy sleeping down here? Oh, there's someone in... Oh. I think they might be dead. Let him sleep. He must have had a rough day. I don't wanna bug. If they're asleep, then I've just annoyed them, and if they're dead, I've just disturbed a body. Divine scripture where it does not belong. Well, I'll just pick it up then. Shield of faith. All right. The runes fill your senses as you approach. Oh, it's a shrine of earth. The color is faded. The monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. Sacred shrine left in this state. It's an insult to Earth and all of his people. These old things are still around, huh? Are these rare? Can I pray here? Yeah, can I pray here? To what exactly? There are many gods listening to our prayers, always. Just remember that they might not respond so clearly. So I can pray to some random god? You may pray as you wish. Alright, let's pray. The shrine towers over you. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Ooh. Okay. Prepare spells. Nice. Yeah. I want to learn about what gods there are. What other gods are there? Many. You know of a few. Earth, Father of Norvik. Ooh, Asgal. Toking the Gambler. I want to learn about all of them. Let's do Earth. You've devoted your life... Oh, I gain experience. Gamba. You've devoted your life to follow in his footsteps. Ilim the Mender. Ilim the Mender was an elven goddess, builder of an army, a cult, and a way of life in Ascani. Ascan. One of the 8 bonds along the coast. It is a cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani interchangeably. Okay. A real lady, this Mender. You've heard the stories. Beautiful, terrifying, all the elf stereotypes rolled into one. They say a look from her can turn a man's heart into it until his dying breath. Though most men have a story like that, so it's probably more a woman thing than an elf goddess thing. Listen, when you find the right one, she would not respond, even if you had something to tell her. She's mostly known around these parts as that crazy witch that broke in and charmed 100 warriors back in the day. It's a classic tale, but Earth had a nice chat with her and everything was fine. Earth and Ilim stayed away from each other's business, officially at least. She died a couple of decades before Earth did. Nowadays, the elves are a bit more expansionistic. Alright, well, what about Asgal? Asgal Ashmask. Asgal Ashmask was a dwarven god of exiles and egalitarianism. Asgal Ashmask, a dwarf of a low caste born deep in the Lechem Muraz tunnels. When he attained divinity in 443 AE, he crushed the kingdoms and formed the Asgal Folkham Forge. On his death, about 30 years later, a great civil war broke out, resulting in the exiling of his followers to the surface. But his influence was felt all around the Undercoast and above, and his exiled dwarves spread Asgalism to all corners of Yore. Undercoast, a nickname for the undersea coast. The gravity-reversed cavern, sea, and archipelago. Right underneath the coast. Dig down far enough and you'll end up passing through the gravity flip. And then you can make the climb to the Undercoast. Gravity flip. Ooh. Gamba. A trickster. The type of god only famous for his ridiculous ploys. Tokig the Gambler is often seen as a silly goblin myth. A trickster goblin who united the tribes of Ascani during the Divine Era, most famous for cutting off his right hand to fulfill a prophecy. In truth, there are a few goblins who still worship him after the conquest. Praying to Tokig would, if you for some reason would get a response, only result in the exact opposite of what you wanted. I see. Let's pray. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath.
I shall order a bottle of sunset sarsaparilla. What does a blue star mean?
I don't know. I don't know sunset sarsaparilla. And tranquility. Contemplate the tea shop, contemplate the election, contemplate your class. Ooh. Identity is not easy. It's everything from faction to home life to street. What you choose might be a first step. Choose wisely. Ooh. Can I return here when I have more things to think about? Always. Talking to yourself, huh? You must be a lonely guy. Jeez. All right. I can't heal here? Through divine assurance or something? Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine intervention for minor injuries. Attempt a prayer of healing. DC 16 plus 5. I think I can make a 16. Well, you focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye. You recite a few words of remembrance before you sense the channeled strings around the shrine. They converge upon you. Mend you. Oh! Huh, that's something. Sure is, but you sense there's something you've missed. What were those words? The one you learned at the tower? Yeah, let's go. I don't know. I'm suspicious about that failure resulting in me getting healed. I'm very suspicious. A very important piece of paper. Voting card. Well, that's pretty important. -1 intelligence. A scuffed voting card made out of Ragnar Hemlin. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. Here, let me move myself a little bit to get out of the way. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your vote is to be heard. Okay. You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says Rostcourt in big bold letters, meaning voting card in fancy Ascani Dwarven. 5 days remaining. Look at the list of parties. Nationalists, Party of Norvik. The Inheritors of Earth's Will, a theocratic organization founded to uphold the old ways, headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. Sounds wonderful. Free Strider. The New Way. People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly creeped into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. A collection of city-states in reeds, all united under... Wow. Wait, isn't reeds like a... No, I'm thinking of Leeds. All united under the golden banner of free striderism. Norvik will join them, one way or another. Alglist. The workers who built this city want to rule it. Seems only just. Their vision is of a fair and even society where those who live underneath rise up to show their worth. After all, why can't we share? Argarian. A rural party. Those who live off the earth, simply farmers, people of the land. The common clay of Ascani fields, their political movement has mostly been swallowed by the Asgalists. All these parties sound dreadful. Arcanists, Party of Magic. Sounds like a hoot. No, maybe not that one. And finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want, or just leave it empty for a null vote. The box next to each party is filled in with a smudged check mark, including the last empty one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Great, I know what to vote for already. Of course you do. Okay, let's not waste too much time. Ooh, another apple. I'll take that. More apples. You stare at a pile of apples. Walk away. You know what's good for you. If you know what's good for you. Could I eat my way through this pile of apples? You can certainly try. You have a feeling it might be worth your while, but only if you push to the end. You're not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death. Don't waste your time here. At the very least, don't eat the less fresh ones. Please don't. You're not the apple boy anymore. Roll a d20 with your modifiers to get a unique outcome. Start eating! Remove the bad apples first. Changing the odds. Oh, there we go. 7 is much more likely, even with a -1. A lot of apples removed. What could go wrong? Your hands swipe over the surface of apples, carefully plucking away any with signs of spoilage. Start eating. Let's see it. Yeah, easy. You look upon this challenge with determination. Your stomach is empty. Dig in. The first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth. Another one. Number 2 goes well. You chew it in peace. Yep, that sure was an apple. Going smooth so far. That one was harder. Your stomach fights the taste. One more should be fine. This is the limit. As you chow down on the apple, you feel your jaw ache, your hands shake. Apple overdose, dangerous stuff. You've heard of that. It's scary. You feel refreshed, for a moment at least. The pile of apples tower over you still. You've barely made a dent. Yeah, so why did you do this again? Yes, eat the apple, apple boy. As you feel sick, you see something sticking out of the pile of apples. A piece of paper? No. It's a spell scroll. Dancing light. Hell yeah, dancing lights. Lucky bastard. Those are worth a fortune. Relatively speaking. Ah, the scroll is just for a simple cantrip. Oh well. You quickly memorize the scroll, consume it into your psyche, as you always do. Your psyche. Some people at the towers used to fear your innate power to master magics like that, which is understandable. It's pretty terrifying. Cantrips are spells that, yeah. You can access your cantrips at the bottom. Very cool. Nice. Dancing lights. Ooh. Oh, I can't eat more apples. Okay. Hello. Who are you? Trifle? A guy. He looks indecisive. Oh, it's a zombie. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. Greetings, citizen! Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread under a dried face. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Identify yourself, citizen. His glassy dark eyes just stare forward into nothing. Wait, is this a zombie? Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. Not even a groan? How disappointing. I found this voting card over there. Is this yours? The zombie does not even grunt in your direction. How rude. He just keeps working slowly. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. Ooh. I'm thinking of voting for the Nationalists. They've got a good plan for the future.
PSST-chat. What is your favorite class in D&D? If you don't know, what is your RPG go-to? Magic, melee, range, etc. Mine is Cookie Mancer, wizard subclass.
Love Cookie Mancer. Mine's always some sort of like all-rounder, like bard. I like to support. But in cases where it's single player, I usually just go like typical dexterous fighter of some kind. Melee fighter, sword and shield. We need to establish an Asgalist government. It's the only way for us to average peasants not fall back into the oppression of feudalism or worse, magocracy. Magocracy. Hi! Vani Panini, hey! Moo, grab your panini makers, hello! We're cooking. I am cooking. I'm playing a classic RPG called Esoteric Ebb that I'm being sponsored for, so welcome everybody. Thank you for the raid. So far, we have eaten a bunch of apples. And pardon if my VTuber is quite small. I'm just trying not to cover any of the important UI. But hello, if you don't know me, I'm JoCat. I'm an animator. I'm an artist. I made a crap guide series to D&D, Monster Hunter, and Final Fantasy XIV. Currently working on the silly little guides. They're happening. I just got a lot of work to do on the side as well. But welcome. Once again, this is a sponsored stream. !EBB EBB to see the Steam page. It came out yesterday, so yeah. Were they good apples at least? Well, they did heal me, so they must be pretty good. I don't know of any real apples that heal me. They just kind of make me feel better, which I guess you could say is healing. Anyway, let's see. I don't have a political opinion, so I guess I don't need this voting card. We need to establish an Asgalist government. It is the only way for us to us average peasants to not fall back into the oppression of feudalism, or worse, magocracy. A government with heart. Ooh, you've become an Asgalist. The zombie just keeps moving apples. Social democracy model of dwarves is ingenious. The just balance enough to work with our human dwarven majority populace. A true working class revolution is clearly needed. Cooperation, ownership of the guilds is the first step, just like Earth established with Norvik. As long as we don't collapse like the original Asgalian undercoat state did, or the Vizca kingdoms, or the three wings of Divini Torum, or the, oh, I see. Seems Asgalism has, we haven't gotten it right yet. A true working class revolution is clearly needed. Cooperative ownership of the guilds is the first step, just like Earth established with Norvikian collectivized agriculture. The flesh ball plank does not reply or counter your words. Am I boring you? The zombie carefully places another apple at the top of the pile. He does not have an opinion of any kind. All right, let's go. No need to attack the zombie. A great amount of apples. Okay. Sir, I do need to get around you. This guy, he just won't move. Can I go this way?
Are we just promoting communism?
No, it's Asgalism. Different. Because it's dwarves. Oh, hello. Good morning, cleric. Hello. Who is you?
Power to the workers.
Power to the
We will bake
workers.
apple cookies, each as we are able, and distribute them as each little goblin needs.
Exactly. Hello. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work. His pencil slowly fills out the line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. That symbol, it's on a lot of official documents of the city. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I'm Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. Oh, he's friendly. Okay. I was going for the more snarky, sarcastic voice, yet his eyes say something else, and his voice is familiar to you. Bow before this creature. His smile causes you to stir a deep feeling of unease, as if it is almost there, but just not quite. Did you save my life? He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. Prime condition? You're always in your prime condition. You never are. River take ye. They caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. So,
Every goblin is entitled to the cookies we as a community make.
There you go.
The vampires are entitled to the blood of our enemies we defeated in glorious combat.
Well, I don't know about... we'll have to consider a little bit more. I don't know what our policies on vampires are. So, not dead, just a bit wet. How did I end up in a river? I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad. Sounds like the start of a great drinking story. The I woke up in a lich house tale. You don't have a lot of those, so that's good. Perhaps there is an esoteric explanation to all of this. Perhaps you would know. Perhaps you would know, cleric. I have some other questions, I think. Do you now? Ooh, figure out what's weird about this guy. There is a zombie in your basement. Oh, how quaint. Sure. Why is it there? We're closely connected to the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. City below, short for the city below the city, a phrase used to describe the incredible amount of tunnel and ruins below Norvik. Lots of monsters and stuff down there. Also riches if you delve deep enough. However, I will have to take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pray good crowns for HWBT protection. The Halfway Bridge Tribe, commonly called the Halfways, one of the 3 goblin tribes in Norvik, and arguably the most influential despite their small size, led by Lady Miska Sageleaf, with their headquarters in the Goblin Garden on Tolstad. Short and green, got claws and fangs, little monsters. They've got 3 tribes in Norvik and are considered somewhat civilized. Well, that's nice. He's lying through his fancy teeth. No, I don't actually believe you. So, what did he say? We're closely connected to the city below the city. I don't know if I want to reveal my hand right now. Wait, no. I don't actually believe you. What do you mean, cleric? Ooh, prepare to attack. The zombie is clearly working for you. That is illegal. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to this undead creature entering the tower. I will make sure to tighten up security in the future. No, you're... Ost, we'll do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. Oh, kobold! The kobold gives a screech yell. Yes, master. I will also make sure to report this to both the HWBT and the militia. He won't let you get a word in. Amazing. I'm trying to say that you need to pay for your... Of course, I will be sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. Pest Control Guild. If there is anything unbecoming about my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Thank you very much for your service, cleric. It is because of great men like you that the city still stands. I'm sure a good word with your patriarch will assure a promotion of some kind as well, especially with this great work you're doing on the tea shop. He's going in circles around you. It's time to step in. Argue. Argue! Ooh. Resist his incredible oratory power. Hey, all right. Focus on the main point. Illegal zombie. Go. Stop. I know what you're doing. The pale man opens his mouth to respond. The zombie did work on your property. He closes his mouth and looks at you. It was picking up apples or something. That is in violation of the bone purge. The bone purge. Yes, I am aware. The pale man takes a deep breath. He reaches below into his desk and brings forth a pouch. An isolated incident. It will not be repeated. Oh. He gave me some money. He hands it to you. Crowns. The Norvikian crown. The main coinage in Norvik. This feels like a bribe. Crowns. As a city cleric, you obviously have the ability to accept dagsboter on behalf of Norvik. A dwarven for day fine. Oh, dwarven for day fine. Some might call it legal extortion, but it really depends on the district. Well, I don't want to take his money. I don't want to just fine him for, like... This feels... I feel like a bad cop already. Violation of the Bone Purge Code, Article 4. In singular violation cases, a dagsboter of minor class is issued. In relation to my statue as a Tolstad business owner, that's precisely 25 crowns. Ah, he's dealt with this before, huh? Now that this issue is behind us, anything else you need? Well, I want to give him back his money and just be like, don't pay me, just don't do this again. I don't have time for this. I'm going to go now. Before you do, Make sure to collect all your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. Oh, the cloak is mine. A peculiar voting card. Every party has been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah. Sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. I ask Ost to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says, and points across the chamber. Ah, so that they could dry, since they were wet. How good. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Esoteric pocket. An area overtaken by esoteric magic, exceedingly rare across the coast. The further inland you get, the more common they are, with the infinite wastes being theorized to be filled with nothing but. Term for naturally occurring magic caused by the shape and form of yours realm, sometimes called wild magic. Ooh. Or yours discord. I got it. The pale man turns his face towards you and smiles. Unnatural. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Leave now. When exploring the city, you may move faster than, by running. Double click or hold. Okay. Okay, I've spent an hour here. That's probably not good. Let me go get my cloak. This cloak is mine. Dexterity charisma. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spread to your gloves. Oh! It is light blue and tattered. And it was once yours.
An hour in game and in real life.
Yeah, true. In real time. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Wring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. Beware, someone must have mixed water and salt here. A foul alchemical concoction. It's still quite wet. Should I wear this? No? Of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue and or ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. I mean, I'm a rogue, so yeah, let's wear it. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. Despite everything, you are now a rogue. The cloak easily slips inside into an extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you are very lucky. It's not yours, though. It's the city's. You can't just use it for anything. Shut up. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go put on your cloak and rob some people, reallocate some resources. Okay. Equipped items temporarily alter your ability scores. Temporarily? Huh. Why only temporarily? Is it just temporarily as in because you can take it off? Okay. Say that's an accessory. Ah! Okay, +1 dexterity, -1 charisma. That's okay, I guess. The ends are torn. It's a stretch to even call it a cloak. Can't equip text here. Text. Because it's marked in every party, if I equip it, my intelligence goes down. Why not? Let's do it. 5 intelligence. Wonderful. Let's go. This is none of my business. What's this? Yor left his mark across the bands. Today it is a universal sign of magic. Red Eye of Earth. The stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. What is that? Oh, that's my book. Ruined prayer book. -3 intelligence. Okay. The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched. Only a few pages of the soggy, bracken-ish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Someone had attempted to dry this on to the best of their ability. No, no, no! By Earth! This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. It's ruined. That'd be expensive. Let's get your hands on a new one instead. Okay, what about this one? You flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. While the symbols appear to be readable, you do not understand the language. Engi! Hello! Welcome! Thank you for the raid. I'm playing Esoteric Ebb, a classic RPG in the style of Disco Elysium, with D&D stats and stuff. Modified 5e, or so I read on another stream. I see. This is a sponsored stream, and you can purchase the game if you are interested by using the command !EBB. De verbis draconum ars occulta. The author's name appears to be Calum Diminori. Anyone who uses this term is anything modern is either anti-free strider or lives under a rock. A gigantic bird, a beast born through esoteric means. There are a handful of them found through the skies of Ascani. Has nothing to do with rocks. Great. I need to get my hands on comprehend language. Right. That is a spell you use to keep prepared all the time. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. All right. What's this? Incense. I'll just take that. I'm sure it's fine. Your fate one day. Okay, well, I've got a job to do, so mushrooms probably edible. Let's not spend too much time here. An unlocked chest full of strange rocks. Ooh, I want to talk to the kobold! Human no cause trouble. Os, Chief of Security. Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold and flinching yellow eyes. Master says you behave. You are adorable. The kobold glares at you. Complete and utter annihilation, the aura of a conqueror, a killer, your soul shudders. A battle of will, but do not give in. Glare back. Your eyes meet each other, still, ever vigilant. Colby hello, welcome, thank you for the raid. I am playing a classic RPG. Keep glaring. The kobold does not move. Glare some more. Yep, you're staring at each other. You're doing it! Glare.
Father, how could you? I am the adorable one here.
Of course you're adorable, Gabo. Multiple things can be adorable. Glare, glare! You are looking at the kobold's yellow eyes. Stare in an angry or fierce way. Looking hard. Lean in close to the kobold's stern face. You should probably stop this. The kobold meets your gaze and keeps meeting it. Keep staring. You keep looking at the kobold. I don't think I'm getting... No, one more. You keep looking at the kobold. You keep looking at the kobold. You keep looking... Come on. Come on. Yes, come on. Glare. And I look at him. And he looks at me. And I look at him. And he looks at me. And I look at him. I don't think I'm getting anything more out of this. Fair. The kobold looks at you with a cold expression. He's not glaring at you. This is just his default expression. Alright. I think that was a productive usage of our time. Oh, a dwarf! Hello. Tolstad. Hello. Gentlemen. Around the amphitheater's scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. One of the dwarves stands to face you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Big brutes of devilish origin. They're rare in Norvik. Most of them can be found in Feltire, a land of elven ruins with magically fertile lowlands in between. In its center sits Blood City Bay, the largest city on the coast, built out of the corpse of Gorgorian. Just the head of Gorgorian. Ooh. Oi, Mr. Cityman, he calls out to you as you approach. We've made it clear already. We're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. This dwarf gets extreme pleasure from telling you to fuck off like this. Just passing through, dwarf. Thought so. You'd best be on your way. You hear the other dwarves laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. Perfect, then you don't have to deal with it. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. I don't care. I'm on a high. Do we banter with him? Yeah, let's banter with him. Great. I was worried there for a second. He looks you up and down. Yeah, okay, great. You didn't expect that to slide. Very great. Now, who are you? The name's Alzulf of Ban Emvers, foreman in the Asgalus movement of Norvik. Ban Emvers, one of the big dwarf clans. They funnel tons of penning into Norvik. He's done more good than all of you Earthguard combined. A true speaker for Asgal. Ooh. Damn, that's a lot of good. Simi exaggerates. He gives the older dwarf the stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy. He grins. Just wanted to make that clear. Oh, that's very based of you. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off. Unless you want that. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? He spits on the ground. Pooh! We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. He turns towards the orc. And no one's going to stop it! You hear a loud... I mean, is Asgal all that great? Let's really, really, we should, the free folk, and we don't want people getting too dependent on others to do the work for them, if we spread the labor, well then, who's to say larger projects can't be made? You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphas. He grumbles and turns back. Stay the course, Joe. Stay the course. Stay the course. Resist for the working class. Would it be so wrong to have representatives? He grumbles and turns back to you. So, what do you want? What's...
Yes. Raid successful. Now for Kawas.
What's the problem here? He shakes his head. Where to even begin? So, it is forenoon. I get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman is standing here. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. Bah! Real convenient, I say. No, there's nothing wrong with these papers. They are in our rights to speak out against tyrants and burghers. They are. They sure are playing a game they can't win. So she's wrong about the documents. Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphaz nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. He knows she's right about the documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Construct an argument as to why you should get the papers. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have equipped my voting card. All right, let's see it. Ooh. This idiot won't listen to reason. He's beneath you. Just say anything. Ooh, I want to help so bad. He furrows his thick brow. You think I trust the city? Bah, go away. I want to see who's in the right. He sighs. That'd be us, Mr. Cityman. Never mind. He just glares at you. Okay, good luck fighting tyrants. Thank you, Mr. Cityman. I appreciate it. All right, have fun. So, he may have papers, but they may be faulty. He's definitely not letting us look at it. The older dwarf puffs out his chest at your approach. Fancy helmet, Cityman. He speaks in a short and quiet manner, as if he's scared of his words actually being heard. Dwarf behind him laughs. Thanks, my mom got it for me. Oh. Don't say something like that. It makes you look pathetic. It's a lovely helm. She has good taste. You made him feel bad for making fun of it. He's not an evil person. Interesting. Brutal honesty might actually win conversations sometimes. Good to know. Stare at the dwarf. He looks around. Stare at the dwarf harder. The dwarf glances at his boss. You here for talking, then? Stare at him while slowly leaning your head to the side. You should, He stutters and points towards the stout dwarf on the stage. Talk to him. Alright. Alright. We're going to stare all the time. More incense, okay. Hello. The orc observes you with great interest. Hello. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something, or someone. She hides it well, but the orc is stressed. Perhaps it has to do with the dwarves. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. Ooh. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. You spot the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of Norvikian Freestrider Regiment. Ooh. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. You sure walk around like a damn advertisement with this drab uniform. She presents her palm to you. Vera's my name. I am second in command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her. She's a freestrider. Do not grab her hand. That's not what that is. Ooh. Grab her hand. I'm Helm. I'm Roggen. Okay, but what if I did, though? You can't present me with that option and expect me not to want to press it. I really wanna press it. I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna grab the hand. You reach forward and take her hand in yours.
Right.
She's clearly a bit confused. She did not expect this. It becomes a sort of awkward handshake. Ooh, ow! You realize her hand is a fair bit larger than yours, and something stings in your soul. Fragile as it is, a part of you has been bruised by the simple thought of her overwhelming power. Not true. Kiss her hand! I'm gonna be respectful. She gives a polite smile. I'm the cleric, actually. Apologies, not Earth God. Cleric. I assume the term was interchangeable. Ooh, you're no longer a rogue. Instead, you're now a cleric. For changing your class. But I suppose you're not all, she says, waving towards your outfit, esoterically attuned. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. Probably means she sees you as no threat at all, a mere puppy. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say something. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them. Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly. And they won't let me take a look at the document providing it. Approving it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. That is good. Nice lady. I spoke with Alphaz. Ooh. Oh, did you now? Don't get involved with this bullshit unless you really want to pick a side in this Free Strider Asgalist conflict. It is in his right to hold this rally. Dwarves need to go. Choose not to get involved at all. Yeah, you know what? This is not my job. Don't be. You have no stake in this. I'll just sit here and be bored for a while longer. She too gives off a face of apolitical diplomacy. How deliciously rancid. Yeah, I've spent half an hour here. I need to go get things done. Is that an imp? Hello? Braxo! Pencil wing. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. This is that's not appropriate to say at all. But makes me kind of want to say it. Like, that is a grown man. That is a grown man courier. What you reading? A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. The paper's actually a torn-out page from a magazine. I like the funny pictures. I believe the fiend is being sarcastic. I don't read much unless it's political. I like the pictures too. Yeah, I imagine you would. He's mocking you. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Earth God? A cleric? Hells are you doing here? You can go wherever you want. Fuck off. This little man looks sunburnt. Divine mission, the usual. Yeah, I initially gave him a heroic voice, but his intelligence is so low that I'm just gonna give him like a silly little guy voice. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and free striders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss-ass. We need some damn order in this place. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. He gives you a tiny sharp smirk. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. Hey, let's not assume. Be careful, devilish advice can bite you real quick. You can hear out any advice, just don't listen to it blindly. That's impossible. No one can listen whilst blind. Thank you, low intelligence. What's wrong with you? can you give me free legal advice? Oh, yes. I'll gladly assist a member of the Earth God any day. Just ask. Ooh. Should I invest in stock? Oh. I do not give nor have ever given investment advice. But. Yes? He looks you up and down. I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, cleric? I don't share with anyone, little red man. Okay, some basics then. Popularized by the late Divine Era human adventurer companies, a share is essentially a percentage of ownership of certain ventures. Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure. Something that is supposed to grow over time, so you can increase the value of your securities in that venture. It's a risky way to increase your capital without actually doing any actual work. Gods, this devil's good. Learn from him. Why? Should I buy stock? We're learning about stocks from a devil. Could people buy stocks in me? The little red devil stares at you. If you were to set yourself up as a venture, then maybe. I mean, if you could convince someone to invest in you, without breaking any laws regarding investment advice, I'd be impressed, so why not? Why is it risky? Sounds like free money. Good question. Imagine you invest in an adventuring party. They head into the Vidune Hills to divine into some Gate-era tomb or an esoteric area filled with talking cats. Something weird and dangerous, but with potential for a lot of cool treasure to be found and brought back. There's a major chance that those adventurers die out on their journey. If they do, you'll lose all the money you invested. They could make it back, in which case you get a percentage of the treasure based on your share. But how often do adventurers come back with a bunch of treasure these days? All right. I mean, that's kind of how, real stocks happen. So, yeah, that's it. What about alignment? Ah, yes, the overrules of morality. Norvik does not moralize over alignment officially. Everyone's got one. Some spells can detect it, but don't read too much into it. Alignment is just an internal thing and doesn't really have too much real-world application. Nor do most of the city-states across the coast. Ooh. That's kind of racist, but also really funny. Don't take that out of context. I want to click it. I want to press it. Listen, he's already kissing our butt. How offended could he be, right? And you being a devil, are you, yes? You're evil? Oh, yes, indeed. It is pretty easy to spot. He flaps his wings. It can be pretty discriminatory at times. People assume I have their worst interest in mind just because I'm ontologically evil. People can be so short-minded. You don't have their worst interests in mind? Look, evil's not some objective thing. It's entirely internal and aligned with your subjective opinion. The name of our realm, also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing at the end of the Gate era. First of 5 eras when you were... Okay, right. That's I kind of like that. It's like, it's open to interpretation who thinks what's evil. There are good people who ruined the world and evil folk who do the best to maintain it. That's the deal. That's actually very introspective. I like that answer. You hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstad. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, I haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. And you didn't hear this from me, but... The little fellow trusts you. He's your friend. The scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. Slander! The city does not train people to explode. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend or an elemental. I mean, Waterlane his shipments from Kargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through. Largest trade port in Norvik. So-called marvel of dwarven engineering. It's the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges. Considered as one of the great crafted wonders of the world. Who knows? I think it is a rogue spellcaster. It's the simplest answer. But I'd suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? Gives you an ominous chuckle. Citizen? Okay. So, alignment is just as arbitrary in this world as it is in the real world. Cat! Cat! Cat, 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 cat. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Calm as it can be, it doesn't even care that you stomp up next to it. Behold, the cat, a legendary trickster of Norvik. Hello, I'm from the local government. The cat lifts its head up. Its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs the air, and then ignores you once again. Wisdom comes from knowing when to act and when to not. This cat does not care for you in the slightest. Pet it or something? I don't know. Well, the thing about cats is you need to have them let you pet them. So, what do you know about the tea shop? The cat does not turn to look at you. Pet the cat. You reach towards the cat's head. It meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. Aw, what a sense of divine validation. Not doing anything, yet getting so much love. Learn from this beast. His grace is unmatched. If you were a cat, you'd never have trouble. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys see that shadow? There was like a huge bird that flew overhead. It appears to have enjoyed the pet. Enjoy your day, citizen. And who are you, Goblin? Can I just steal? Oh, free money. I'm sure this will not have any negative effects. Oh, I want to talk to the Goblin girl. The Goblin. Ooh, papers. Old faded posters nailed to the wall. They're unreadable. Actually readable posters. Your eyes land... Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of bird circling the island. Land upon a series of papers nailed to the wooden facade. Getting out information to people. How do you do it? One possible way, papers nailed to random walls. You'd be surprised how effective it can be. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. You should rip them to shreds, that'd be fun. No! Like a good man.
Try using Behold on a character, Father.
I'll do that next chance I get. Grand opening. You can barely read the faded lettering in this ink-printed flyer. Grand opening of the Stubborn Sphinx. Brewery and commercial tavern, served without riddles, drunk with all charm. Pillars Crossing 2nd. LW. What about the Owl? S. Yellen and Sons. Binders and lithographers. Everything from design to engraving. Account, books, manufacturing. All right. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Empty barrel. Empty, quote unquote. Money. Sweet. Is there a map? Bikes! Oh, that's kind of cool. There are bikes in this world. Bike line. One bike stands out to you. Hello? Whoa! Oh, I don't... Oh, there's like all these different things that I don't know. Stats. Oh. Okay. Hello. Where is she? The dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before her eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, just staring at you. No real reaction on her face. Believe it or not, I'm not actually a cleric. Hello, I'm the cleric. Citizen. She looks around, clearly nervous. You're worrying her by your presence alone. Potentially by something else as well. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'm getting worried. Ooh, get excited about a potential yet very minor quest. I can help with that. Oh, okay. She fidgets with her hands and clears her throat. She has glasses, wears a green coat. She's a human, but not much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet. Okay, I'm gonna forget this. So I'm gonna take a screenshot and put it on like on my Paint, MS Paint to my side as my own like personal quest thing. I'll go looking for your friend with the glasses. Thanks. I don't spend much time on Tolstad alone, so I'm a bit lost. So thanks. All right. Has glasses, wears a green coat. A human. Okay. Yeah, if we want to be a good cleric, we got to get to know the community. The halfway bridge, it connects with the palace and the rest of southern Norvik. What type of cleric are you? I guess I'll figure it out as I go, right? Seems as though I'm part rogue. Phoenix Folio. After your river adventure, your old spellbook is ruined. Find a service provider who can bind it for you. Okay. Feathers. River Takey. Okay. Let's check out this bike. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the... What's it say about bicycles? Useful for traversing long distances, used by common workers around Norvik. Seen as a poor man's way of travel in the countryside. I love that this fantasy world has bicycles, because, like, with the kind of tech, why wouldn't there be bicycles? That's kind of cool. There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of the city. Not a lot of bikes. The usual commuters are probably too scared to head past the tea shop. This particular bike is yours. Where's the key? Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off even if you had the key. You should take better care of this magnificent bike. Wait, this is my bike? Sure it is. Best way of travel in Norvik, except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where's the key? Not here. Wow, thanks, brain. Did you lose it somewhere? Don't go wandering around looking for your key. It's just a bike. Oh. Could getting the key be a quest? That does sound like a quest you would get. Sounds like a shitty quest. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. No quest to be found here. Just sadness. Damn. Alright. Man, I want my bike. It's based... The best, non-fuel based transportation. Sleeping for service. Come back after... Okay. Let's check the barrel. I want to know what that bird is. Oh, windmill. Hello? Looking out over the ledge towards the roller mill's blades, you see them spinning as per usual. Except, in one of them, there's something stuck. Oh, yeah, look at that. You see a rod. Fancy thing, decorated. How did it end up there? An esoteric event? Grab the rod. Yeah, let's try it. Nice. Easy peasy. You reach out, leaning as far as you can. You get it. It's a hard wooden frame, movable rod with fancy iron set pieces on each end. Oh god, I hope that doesn't stop the windmill. Investigate it. A quick swipe of your hand reveals its magical nature. However, this item is clearly broken. Broken how? As you do, it gets stuck to the ground. Somehow. It's a broken, immovable rod. It's a movable rod. Yes, great name. Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object, until it comes in contact with a second object. What constitutes an object? A thing? Like a thing that's separate from another thing. Great. I mean, it's a cool stick. Wow. Active machinery inside. So it's just a stick. Lobster? Excuse me? I'm sorry? Hello, lobster? A bunch of site safety rules. Then it says, if broken, contact your local union representative. Well, at least they have a union. It's a random... What the heck? The cogs keep spinning, but you notice something. A shiny red thing stuck to the inner part of the top wheel. You approach the cog, and the sticky red thing stuck to it. Grab the sticky red thing from the cogs without losing your fingers. DC 18. Ooh. Yeah, why not? Oh, nice. You swipe in a hand and quickly pull it back. The thing. Nice. Stress cube. Smooth as hells. Hey, cool. It's a stress cube. Slang for gelatinous cube. That brings you back. All the kids used to go crazy over these. You know, the ones who called you Apple Boy. Apple Boy. Yeah, this isn't a great childhood memory. What a nostalgic feeling. It's great for an adult like me to indulge in these childish toys. It is. A toy? How quaint. You could probably sell this for a quick buck next week. Until then, maybe give it a squeeze. Could help out with the nerves. Yeah, could help out with the nerves. Let's see. +1 strength. An accessory. Okay. A translucent, somewhat firm gelatinous cube. These used to be sold as toys pets. Today, they're illegal. Probably because they can technically still dissolve human flesh, albeit very, very slowly. Oh, it's a pet! It's a pet cube! That's adorable. Movable rod. An uncommon magic rod. When you press the button, it's supposed to be stuck in place, near unmovable by anything but incredible force. This one's broken, however. The button is permanently pressed down, which causes the rod to be permanently stuck, but only to the last surface it touches. You can carry it around. It's kind of neat. So it's like a sticky rod. -3 intelligence. Wow. Why? I can drop down to 3 intelligence carrying my book. I think probably not. Let's keep it. That's funny. That's really funny. You glance at the ladder. It's one hell of a climb. What kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? 5 DC. Attempt to climb the ladder. Here we go. Okay, we're fine. Taking a confident step onto the ladder, you begin your climb. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. Scary. But within the moment, you are at the bottom of the ladder. Nice. Ooh, what this? I hope none of this trifling is going to get me in trouble. A wooden door blocks your path. It refuses to budge. Oh yeah, locked tight. Pick the lock? No! This isn't my house. This isn't my property. which is why I'm taking this cardamom treat. Okay. I wonder if something happens if you hit 0 in a stat. That is a big old lobster. I presume it just gives you -5, because that's how the stats work in D&D. Hello. A regular non-giant crab. That looks more like a lobster to me. You spot a crab on the rock. Pet the crab! You reach forth and the crab immediately snips at your index finger. Huh? The crab pincers give your finger, grip your fingers hard. Hard. Your index will come off soon. Oh God! Get out of the vice grip. Please let go, Mr. Crab. I am almost dead. Come on, I can do it. Ooh! Oh, ow! You bend and you pry, but the crab will not let go. The blood is not flowing. Please let go, Mr. Crab. It says, and does not let go. Being polite always helps. Oh, okay, good. Whew. You use your free hand to pry the pincers off your fingers. When your index is released, you immediately feel the blood begin to flow once more. Freedom! He was a good little fighter. A good crab. I can ask the crab who he's voting for. It makes no noise in reply to your question. Alright. Let's eat some apples. I am dying. Traditional Norvikian baked bread. It is famous around the coast. Or if not, it should be. Yeah, let's eat. Ouch. That was very painful. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Conquest by river, by land, by heart. You approach the shrine. And yes, this little figure does still count as a shrine. Pray. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. Tranquility. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm done here. Is there a way I can save? Yeah, let's save. The never sleeping docks of Water Lane, right below here. Ooh, can I go up? Ooh. Oh, seems not. Oh, wait. No, seems not. Okay. Ooh. Goblins! Hello. I want to talk to the goblins. Human working on a roof. Goblins working. A griffin! I want to talk to the griffin! You approach a ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. A magnificent creature. Too bad he's clearly overfed. Good, he deserves it. That is rude. The poor bird cat has a unique body shape, and we should celebrate that. If it could understand you, sure. Magical beasts can sometimes understand basic common. You could try speaking with it. It's a griffin, right? You will require speak with animals to communicate properly, of course. You see a pool of drool forming underneath the open beak of the beast. Wait, look behind it. There is an entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. If you want to get inside, you're going to have to get past this bad boy. Wake the animal gently through understanding and empathy. I've come to a conclusion. I should not engage the beast right now. Yeah, I don't want... This is kind of big. Free trade. There are many free strider compounds in the city. Hold on, let me look at my... I should pick a direct... This is really bad for me, because I just get lost in decision. I should pick a quest and just do that first. The tea shop that blew up. Okay, let's focus on the tea shop. I just want to wander so much. I want to look at everything and talk to everyone. It's a tea shop. Okay. Tea shop, tea shop. Pillar crossing. Hello, who are you? The girl looks across the chasm. She's pretending to not look at you. A noblewoman. That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? She slowly turns her head towards you. What? What's your favorite color? What? No, go away. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. Sure, now go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Lies! Everyone keeps saying that. Duh. Okay, fair. Yeah, will you leave me alone now? Okay, fine. Oh, ad break. You know, that's kind of realistic, honestly. I appreciate that this game just has people that are like, please don't talk to me. Ooh, what is that? Actually, I'll wait for the ad break to be over. Oh, man. I've barely scratched the surface of this game, and I already... Oh, there's already so much. Hope you guys are having a good time. I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. There was a very blown up building by where we got the movable rod. Oh, maybe I should go back.
Father, can we have a dancing lights rave in the tavern?
Oh, absolutely.
Lydia can't trip?
Yeah, dancing lights. Wave them around like those light sticks. Like the glow sticks. Let's see. Okay, back where we got the movable rod. Oh god, I gotta climb the ladder again. Okay, here we go. Climb the ladder again. Okay, no skill check this time. Leave. Oh, I see. Yes, that does look quite blown up. The name of the tea shop is illegible. Yes, good catch. I'll wait until the ad break is over so that people can be a part of this. I would go so far as to say overly exploded. Yeah. All right, so ads are over, and those are the second sets of ads, which means, by technicality, my sponsorship for this game is over, which, you know, the contract was for 2 hours. But I'm going to be totally honest, I want to keep playing. So, I'm gonna. Yeah. Mid scorch marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. Take a peek inside. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. At the top, it says, in bold lettering, the city notice. City notice, no trespassing. Does this include me? Perhaps, perhaps not. Try touching it. As you do...
Father, I want to see the gobos in the garden.
we'll see the goblin gardens soon. You're doing unpaid labor for big narrative RPG? Yeah, that's not very... What was the political party again? The dwarven one of me. It's not very dwarven of me. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It's sealed. As you move away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue and then fades away. Asgalist, yeah, that's not very Asgalist of me. This feels like trouble. Just standing near the door makes it clear that there's a locking spell cast on it. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Remember that you're here on behalf of the goblins. You still have not spoken with their chieftain.
It looks a bit like I'm the narrator.
A little bit, Gobbo. Let's see. Attempt to 25 strength. If I had a nat 20, I wouldn't make it. Alright. Let's go find the goblin chief. Is there a map I could look at? Spellbook, journal. Let's see, where am I? Pillar Crossing. Water Lane, Tolstad. So that's the bridge. Where? Oh, where? Must have been in a different area. It doesn't mark where I am, so I have to figure it out based on the kind of cartography. So this is the tea shop. I'm here. City. City below, earth. Your god, crowns. Tolstad North. Roller Mill. Where were the Goblin Gardens again? It's further down? I'm bad at reading maps. Roller Mill, okay. Weren't they south or am I losing it? The round pillar? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Pillar Crossing. I feel like I remember seeing Goblin Gardens, but I don't see them anymore. Maybe it was during a loading screen. Oh, well. All right, well, I gotta find the Goblin Chieftain. Wherever they are. Hello.
Huh?
Hello there, sir. The kid behind the counter has a pile of newspaper. You a postie? A reader of the Norvikian Post. What the fuck did you just call me? Do you have time to answer some questions? Questions about what? City questions. Okay. He looks down the road. Not too much traffic lately, so sure. Ooh. Purchase Modern Man, a guide, Shiver Shrieks. What do you know about the tea shop? Except that it exploded. That's pretty obvious, so yes. I was here, you know. Saw it with my own two eyes. Towards the tea shop. I heard it too. Definitely heard it. Great. Did you see anyone suspicious? Not really. Just the normal types. A goblin was arguing with a human by the temple. Just some mild shouting about some business thing. Otherwise, pretty dead around noon here. Anything else you noticed? Yeah, sure, I did see Mr. Drummer. He's the owner of the tea shop, former tea shop. Usually the tea shop opens in the afternoon on work days. So it's not weird to see him walking about all day. Chatty fellow. Buys a lot of newspapers. Where was he going? I don't know. Saw him leave the tea shop right before noon. Right before noon? Yeah. Right before the massive explosion occurred. The kid clicks his tongue. When you put it like that... Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. Just saw him rushing down the stairs. Guessing he headed for the water lane, like everyone does. Okay. Well, that's a lead. That's all about the tea shop. Hold on. Yes? Can I ask you a favor? Sure. There's, I heard there's trouble down on water lane tonight. Please go and make sure that nothing happens. I'll do it if I can. Please. All right. Okay, let me mark this down. Because I am going to forget. Trouble in water lane tonight. Oh, I kind of like, I can see where this game's going already. And I love, things that happen at certain times in games. And having to plan your schedule around it. I love that shit. Makes the world feel real and lived in. Created something in it. All right, let's grab it. Shard of Yore. Ooh. Bright rock. It fits your hand nicely. This could be found all over Norvik and has some speculate they're all shards of Yore's pillar. To untrained hands, they have no inherent value. But you might use these to alter fate itself. Spend in dialogue to unlock dice checks. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, bag. Might want to note that down. No worries, I did. Oh, the bridge is broken. Wait, oh. Oily instructions. A page of hard-to-read text titled A Gnome Starter Guide to Esoteric Memorization. Why does the gnome have, a dumpy? Way high up. Okay. Hello, giant seagull. You see a bird sitting on the halfway bridge ruins. It's large, its beady eyes staring out into nothing. It checked you out, just as you approached. Wave at the bird. The bird does not appear to react to you. These are normally not a danger to anyone. Pet the bird! As you reach forth, the gull doesn't seem to react until it snaps at your fingers and you quickly pull away. You could have been bad. Pet the bird again? Oh, I should stop. Right. You take a step back and the bird observes your movement. It does not want a pet, so yes, stop. All right. But he's so big and fluffy. Ooh, what's this way? Hello? Fishing person? Ooh. Oppressive landlord. Oh, no. Okay, what's up? A large merman sits by the sea. Male merfolk, not to be confused with mermaid. Cleric, he says, without acknowledging you further. He is shocked. He does not show it, but he is. Jeez, why is the option gotta be so rude? What are you doing? He opens his mouth and takes a deep breath. Fishing. He does not take his dark blue eyes off the city horizon. Why are you disturbing me? I need information. Information's expensive, cleric. As anything in Norvik. The merman looks at you with a pair of deep eyes. Thalassos is my call. You stand...
If Father wants to pet something, Father can pet Gobo.
Aw.
Gobo promise low chance of biting Father. 67.3% of bite at most.
I wouldn't say that's low chance. That's more than a coin flip. That's like almost... That's more than 2/3. That's like more bites than not bites. Thalassos is my call. You stand in my garden. This is public property, no? No. I don't appreciate the city visiting my property without a heads up. I apologize. Good. But while you're just standing there, keep an eye on the second pole. You want me to fish with you? Yes, be useful. It says, we ain't got time, but maybe it could be useful. Oh yeah, he thinks this could be worth it. Hustling is all about networking, right? Okay. He nods to the second pole. You keep your eyes peeled on the tip. Oh, we're fishing! They come in waves. When it happens, it's quick. So we just wait here?
That is really low chance of Gobo bite compared to the standard. 107% chance. There is a 7% margarine of error, which Gobo puts on Gobo's toast.
I was gonna say margarine. Fishing is about patience, cleric. You need to breathe, and... He takes a real long breath. And watch. Professionally, you work for the Rivers Guild?
Do your abilities have their own mind?
It seems so, yes. Kangit, thank you for the whole year! Wow! Thank you so much. And also for being such a big help as well, with all your support. I appreciate it a lot. So, what do you do then? I operate facilities. Apartment complexes mostly. He appears uncomfortable. Hold on, hold on! Oh, is this guy actually rich? You're a merman who's a landlord! He takes a deep and heavy breath. A merman landlord. You are not the first person to comment on it. Have a laugh. I know, I'm very witty. The merman clenches his jaw, his facial muscles twitching. He grumbles through his teeth. Very funny. He reaches forward and grabs the second pole, grabbing it from you while continuing to fish on his own. With a stern nod, he sends you on your way. Alright, yeah, he doesn't seem like he wants to talk with us. I will be taking this apple. Drunken Sphinx. Oh, this opens tonight. Oh, I can't get through.
You angered Fish Daddy.
I did, apparently. Opens at 6 p.m. or 18, I guess. 1800 hours. Okay, so I'm back here. What is that? Bush. Garden apple, okay. This is a bucket! A classical tool showcasing human ingenuity. It carries water well, any liquid really. It is indeed just as adaptable as humanity itself. Incredible. +2 strength. Amazing. Perfect.
Dear God, what does it do?
It makes me stronger. Literally stronger. Makes me less wise, though.
Dear Gobo God.
There's more. Practically your face. Do not take it off. Do I want more strength at the cost of my wisdom? Well, -2 strength, -1 strength. Nah, I'm gonna keep my helmet on. I like having maxed out wisdom. What is this? You look up at the pillar. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. The central landmark of Norvik, the symbol of Earth's conquest. The day he took the red rocks and slayed the Troll King, he looked upon this pillar and declared this a sacred spot for all Norvikians, for all Earthfolk. It was here before Earth, and it will be here after you, remaining until the end. Can I make money on it? Looks a bit broken, cracked. Yes. You're certain it is indestructible, but clearly it was once not. Several pieces of the pillar float around in the air. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods. Wow. I actually like how straightforward and simple that answer is. How many of these pillars existed? 8? Something like that. One for each band. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. They're seen as a status symbol by many. Like a legitimization thing. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So the pillars of yore are relegated to being visual landmarks, seen from across the coast through clouds and mist for miles. So what do I do with it? You can always attempt to focus on it. Learn from this ancient relic. Since you're the master of all esoteric things, you could probably crack the secret of the pillar. Learn how it works and master it, and gain ultimate power and so on. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power. He's speaking to you. Touch the pillar. All right. You place a hand upon the surface. A slight tingle spreads across your palm. This is a magical object. It sure is. Have a feeling you can meditate here. It will take some time, but it could prove invaluable. Hug the pillar. You press your chest and arms onto the cold surface. A tingle spreads throughout your gut. Oh, wow. You -1 DC, you hugged the pillar. Wow, nat 20. You close your eyes. You shape your mind into an arrow, shooting it out towards the esoteric force. Find the rhythm in yours realm. Hear this voice. Hear his voice. Ooh. The cold rock of the pillar turns warm in your palm. You've marked it with your spirit. Feel warm and deep. It goes deep down and far up. Marked it. What? You're unsure. But you feel like there are more spots you need to investigate. You lift your hand from the surface and you are able to see normally once again. But you feel like you've learned something. You must keep looking. Soon the pillar's secrets will be revealed. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar you need to investigate. And in time and further below. Ooh. I wonder if I can go up there. Yes. Okay. Earth. Ooh, what's that? The Great Perch of Norvik.
Remember what Final Fantasy taught us.
Hear, feel, think. I can't do that last one. My intelligence is too low. All who pass are mine to keep. You see a bunch of scattered boxes and iron poles. Who tossed these in a pile? If the Freestriders were in charge, this would be organized already. How long do I have until the election? 5 days. It is March 22nd. The election will occur on March 23rd, or 27th, which is 120 hours to be precise. Cool. Hello, knight. How do you do? Whoa. A dark iron can of a man sits alone on the temple steps, his face obscured, an axe strapped to his back. I have some questions, good knight. His helmed head is slumped downward slightly. Is he asleep? He's not really here. Are you okay, citizen? No response. Hello? A metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving, ever so slightly. His head turns. Oh, fuck. Within the slits of his helmet, you see the faint shimmer of a bony face. Your
This knight looks nothing like a duck.
Yeah. Duck, nickname for a warrior who fell in honorable combat and then later revived. Sort of a synonym for coward, but not necessarily. Oh, I see. Soldier. His voice echoes out into the open chamber. Arcane cleric, at your service, my lord. The knight's head slumps once again. What's up with the mess? Without lifting his head, the knight answers in a cold tone. Election.
Sir, Daniel Fortisk? Is that you?
I don't know who that is. Oh, like from Medieval. Huh. Other questions? What do you know about the tea shop? Not much. He'll talk. Why? Not like you can threaten him exactly. Did you see anything suspicious before the explosion? No. Alright. Do you have any piece of info that would help me? He goes silent for a while. A man passed through the halls below. Civilians do not pass here. There. Past the crypt entrance, through the goblin's domain, into the southern caverns. Ooh. How do I get to the city below? He pauses as if to think about your question. The goblins. Use their passage below Viskin's lair. Right, the staircase by the apples, where you woke up. Oh, but there's a zombie in the way. That is the safest path. That's great. Thank you, my good knight. He's quiet. He has been ordered to answer your has he been ordered to answer your questions? This feels forced. Why are you loitering here, knight? I'm not. Cold voice echoes throughout the chamber. What are you doing then? I'm on my off hours. He speaks as though he's reading from a script. You Earthfolk? No response. Just don't cause any trouble. Some metallic creaking is all you hear from the night. Serve this man. Nah, he's not doing anything wrong. Approach the shrine. Prepare spells? I don't think I have any new... Okay, yeah. There's no new... Oh, what plus? What is plus? Level advancement. Ooh. Ability score +1, hit points +5, hit dice +1. Ooh. So I can increase one thing. I could increase my wisdom even more. Yeah, well, let's min-max. Why not? More wisdom. Oh. Ooh, finish? Can I... What? Spells to prepare -1? What? That doesn't make any sense. What happened? Have I done something wrong here? Have I bugged the game? I cannot leave. I think I may have soft-locked myself. I need to remove one more spell slot, but I don't have another spell slot to remove. Oh no. I'm too stupid to prepare my spells. Having 0 spells prepared,
Father,
and it's still too big for my brain.
And it can't get up.
Yeah, I think I may have accidentally soft-locked the game. Okay, here, let me restart. Hopefully there's a nearby autosave. I'm gonna restart the game. Give me a sec. Oopsie. Well, bug report. I'll be sure to try to let Scott know. Whoops, that's not right. Come on. Esoteric ebb. Not V-Bridger. Yeah, bug report.
Maybe now your intelligence won't be your dump stat, you barbarian.
There we go. Autosave. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, let me take off that book then. Even though it's really funny, I need to take off the book. There we go. Oh, man. But I want to be stupid. I'd argue it's really impressive to have soft locks and not died yet, considering this is disco-like and that you can die from so many things. Yeah, true. Prepare spells. Yeah, there we go. It was because I was literally too stupid. Yeah, wisdom. There we go. Shield of Faith, cure wounds. Shimmering field that appears around you, protects you from damage. Oh, yeah, okay, so it's because my intelligence is -2, which is lowering the amount of spell slots I can have prepared. I see. You put an even dumber book on? Yeah. I think something... What's lowering my... Yeah. So something increased my intelligence, which allowed me to have 2 spells. But then when I removed that item... I just got dumber, I guess. What is this? It's a dwarf statue. You stare at the wondrous wood carving. However, you also notice a message carved into the base of the art piece. This was not of the artist's intention. It says, Goblin was here. Vandalization. This happened because you are a weak man with a small member. What do I know about him? Goblin is an artist. He's technically wanted in most districts, but no one even knows if he's real. I should try to remove that message. Is this really your duty? Easy job. You could, you'd have to take that carving knife by the candles and attempt to remove the Goblin message. Does really have to be a sleight of hand thing? Can't I use the power of my faith or something? Nah. But it's not my business. Alright, let's head down.
Gobo is Goblin.
Gobbo, you're not Goblin. You do not vandalize things. Not even a knock could solve this. So many more locked gates. Okay. I gotta say, I am impressed with the amount of dialogue and description in this game. Is the game itself smack-talking you? Yes, it is. The wooden boards have faintly glowing letters on them. Floating just an inch off the surface, the names of several locations are spelled out. Whoa, magic ink. Sixth message, however, is only painted into the plank. Which way is Goblin Garden? The painted letters on the plank do not reshape into a guided message. Okay. If it had magical properties as well, it would say downstairs, over grass, into tunnel, glory to Sage Leaf, probably. Alright. To the Goblin Garden. Wait, I wanted to see that dialogue again. Unless it marks it on my map. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Let me look at the side again. Which way to Goblin Garden? Downstairs, over grass, into tunnel, glory to Sage Leaf. Okay. Ridicular. Thank you for the subscription, for the resub, 16 months. It's a long time. Okay. Downstairs, over grass, into tunnel. Downstairs, over grass, into tunnel. Well, this isn't downstairs. So... Oh, hello. Who is you? Wait, green... Glasses, green human. Are you the friend?
Oh.
You see a girl with glasses stuffing a mail slit with a magazine. Hello, citizen. What are you doing? The girl gives up on trying to jam the slightly too large paper into the mailbox opening. Huh? She looks up at you, adjusting her glasses. Help her push the paper into the slit. What's going on here? I don't have time for this. Medissa! You can hear a voice call out from the alley. Let's go! She glances at the stack of papers and mutters to herself, shit. We gotta get done before evening, otherwise Waterlane is screwed. You hear the girl in green groan, and she grabs her stack of papers. Then she rushes down the alleyway. Oh, I just wanted to know what was going on. The armband, yes. She's an Asgalist. She's just some girl, no need to care. Ah, I should have just helped her. Dang it. Your friend is looking for you. It says Darrow House in glowing magical lettering. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh, hi. In the Coin Lord's Garden, you encounter a porcelain specter. Polished armor, inhuman. Her presence is both ethereal and demanding. Ooh, she floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. I'll bow. The creature does not turn to face you. Instead, her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. Arcane cleric, she echoes, of the palace script house and earth guard. Unofficial nickname for the current rulers of Norvik, named after the palace district in which most central authorities reside. The flowers of the coin lord's garden dance beneath her, slaves to her beauty. You will be one of them. That's me, hello. She replies by bowing her head slightly, whilst her many eyes glare at you. She now lifts her chin. Then she opens her mouth to speak in a projected cold tone. Etir. She says her name like a declaration of existence. Not really an introduction, more of a checklist of etiquette. As she states her name, you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. Oh. I have some things I need to ask. She just stares at you with many, many eyes. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. Whatever you do, don't mention the eyes. Oh, you're feeling something here, all right. Something fierce. You could shake her up with a nice comment. She would destroy you. She's too powerful. The angel would step upon your soul, stomp on it. Her domination would be good and just. Let it happen. Tell her what you think of her many eyes. Oh, shit! The words formulate in your mind and get quickly tangled. The pressure. Her eyes are so freaky. Reach out and touch them. This is terrible. Your muscles strained by sheer fear. You cannot begin to reach such divinity. After a short pause, the angel appears to lift her head. Glupek.
Father, do you want the angelic porcelain dummy mommy to step on you? Gobo doesn't understand, but Gobo wants father to be happy. Gobo will get the salve and healing potions ready for after.
Thank you, Gabo. I don't necessarily want her to step on me, but I am very impressed by her presence. The word cuts harsh through your bellows. Be careful now. Cut to the chase. She clearly has no interest in small talk. I'm here to investigate the tea shop. The eyes just stare at you. They spin gently around her. Great, nice. We got that cleared up. It's like talking to a brick wall. She's very non-vocal. Great, so, the eyes stop spinning. She can sense your impatience. The creature is dread itself. I need to speak with Darrow. Slowly, the angel turns her face towards you for the first time. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Malutki Przemoli. She's mocking you, for sure. You can sense she does not see you as worthy. Is that alright with you? Nah, that's fine. Perhaps you should stand up for yourself. Okay, sure. Now, about the magistrate. You catch her head twitching to the left. A twitch? She's annoyed? Coin Lord Darrow is busy, she speaks. One of the original Earthfolk houses to found Norvik with Earth. Their bloodline can still be found in the high positions all around the city. I'm on city business and I need to speak with him. She looks to her right towards the building leaning against the ancient tower. After a moment of silence, she says, Coin Lord Darrow will be available post-midnight. Post-midnight? She means after midnight, so between midnight and 6. It's good that you managed to solve this difficult code. The angel speaks in riddles. He will be in his restoir. Several of her eyes look at the entryway to her right. Restoir is one of those fancy terms imported from Anuran culture. Anura, a fancy name for a frog folk or toad folk. You've heard they don't like those terms for some reason. She's mocking us in Polish. Is that Polish? Right. She says nothing. What a conversationalist. Alright, goodbye. I wonder what happens if I just go in there. She would probably kill me. Ooh, apples. Snail! Snail statue. Shard of yore. Can't get in. Dang, well, I gotta go find that girl again. She just ran off. I should have just helped her with the papers. Hello? Standing on the corner, you see a woman in a green coat. Greetings, citizen. She turns her head, the expression cold. Everyone's kind of very just humorless in this town. She's mourning. Yes. A busy woman just standing on a ledge, doing nothing. Sure. I thought she was holding a baby at first, but that's just her hand. Elves are scary. Don't trust her. That's racist. That's also racist. And that's super racist. I am the cleric of Norvik. She breaks eye contact, once again facing the river. Call me Pina. Turvedis. It's as if she's searching for something. Ignoring you completely. Fair move. What are you doing here? Waiting. She's anxious. Waiting for what? She looks up to the pillar of yore. Oh, right. Okay. I have a friend in need of help. I can help. Me. I do that. She shakes her head. No need. I've caused enough trouble as it is. Please, I want to help. The elf is quiet. Convince her you can help. Nice. You feel a surge of confidence. There's only one way to make her give you this quest. Prove your heroic qualities. You know who I am? The elf does not respond. I'm the man that'll save the world one day. The elf turns and looks at you. If your friend needs help, I'm the guy to do it. She stares at you for a while, taking you in. Then she gives you a little smile. Success! I'm impressed. Your foolish charade actually accomplished something. What's the quest, my fair lady? Don't call her that. Ew. She looks away once more. There's a paladin, Lord Gorm of Norvik. The last anointed paladin of Earth, one of the original faces of the party of Norvik. He went missing months ago, and many believed he has abandoned his post. Is he in trouble? He is a city paladin. He's lost his way completely. And he's here, on Tolstad. She glances towards the pillar. Her look is stern. He is close. The elf speaks in riddles, very dramatic. She means he's physically close, but spiritually far gone. Or the other way around. I cannot say much, but if I could have just one more chance. She holds back greater anger and sadness. You can find him, Ragan. If you can find him, Ragan, tell him. Tell him sincerely with all of my heart. He can go fuck himself. The drama, wow. The tone of voice is like the shriek of a banshee. Where can I find him? She shakes her head. All right, if I find him, I'll let you know. Thank you. Quest acquired, well done. Now you just need to find a lost, drunk, famous paladin somewhere in this massive maze of a city. Fun times. You feel a great emotion well up inside as you turn to leave. Tears. Tears for her and her friend. The journey will take much. Cool. All right. Let's see. Human girl. I didn't mean to scare you off. Ah, jeez. Man, I'm really bad at this investigating thing. It is kind of cool, though, playing essentially like a guard. Going about day to day, making sure everything's in order. You reach into the bin and pull out a somewhat intact cardamom treat. No, do not. Oh, I picked it out of the trash. You did not just, let me get this clear. You find yourself out on Pillar Road. You see a cardamom treat in the bin. It's been out here for gods know how long, and you think to yourself, what the hells? I'll just eat some trash. Rationalize eating trash. It is done. You're too late. Listen, man, maybe you don't know exactly what's going on here in this world of ours, but you don't need to lower yourself this way. Taking stuff is great, but you can't just take a half-eaten pastry out of the trash, man. Ignore the voices. They don't control you. Yes, I have more treats to eat now. It's not even separated. We gotta get this Catboy in Disco Elysium? Yeah, someday. Yeah, I haven't played it, but I plan to someday. I will. Okay. Alright. Back on track. I need to go find that goblin chief. Ooh, bird. You see a bird's nest nestled on the edge of a protruding stone tile. Got some eggs in it, and you spot something shiny below as well. It appears unguarded. Scary beasts, those gulls, but whoever made this nest isn't around, so... Could you imagine the goodies? Could be worth the climb out. I'd really like to climb out there and give it a shot. No. Come on, just a little thrill. No, you will die. I fell into the river once, why not twice? Your gut twists at the thought of tumbling down those red rocks. Stop this, you have nothing to gain. Nothing? Now that's just not true. Your job is self-preservation. This is not it. Self-preservation becomes a lot easier with coin. Gotta risk a little to gain a lot. Nothing here to gain except another death. Boring. So very boring. But could be worth the reward, right? Yeah, it really could be. Then go for it. You know you can do it. You're as nimble as an Algerian cat. As fast as a tumbling Vorgeni screamer. A type of bard from Vorgeni, known for shouting spells through the valleys and across the floating landscapes. You can do this. Oh. Oh no. Wait, what's the reward here? There's something really shiny out there. Do it. You begin the climb. Hands gripped around the ancient stone, feet slipping, eyes searching. Can you reach? Of course you can. You can reach anything you set your mind to. All right, +4, here we go. Ooh! Suddenly you lose your grasp of anything solid, followed by air, then down, then everything's cold and strangely familiar. Your drenched uniform clings to your flesh, and the red rock of Tolstad. You are somewhat alive. You realize where you are, or at the very least, an approximation. Right below the entrance to the Goblin Garden. Oh, perfect! You're lucky. If you'd got swept out to sea, you'd be, well, dead for one. Like, completely dipped. Death in perpetuity. I need to get out of here. Hey, I mean, it worked out. Nice. And I got a shard for my troubles. Only one way up. Shit. Yes, you must. Oh, you see the silhouette of a goblin up on the ledge. Hey! You need help down there? Just a second. Check around here first. Ooh, 3 shards of yore. Wow. Good shit down here. Yeah. What else? What else? No, that's it. Okay. Okay, I need your help, Goblin. Yeah, just get a little higher and I'll try to pull you up. Okay. Ooh. You attempt to get a grip, but your hands simply slip off the wet rock. This is not working. Scale the wall again. Nice. Oh, hey, Barry. This game is good. Yeah, I am thoroughly engaged. Steeling yourself and your manly soul, you grip the wet rock. Your right hand, then your left. One step at a time, you slowly pull yourself upwards. Focused, strengthened, with absolute confidence. Come on! Reach! Just a bit more. With that final push, you... make it. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my post and pretend you didn't almost just die, mister. The goblin walks away without acknowledging you further. That was close. Slippery rocks, huh? For once, those burly muscles actually helped. Nice. Yeah, I have to stop myself from doing every dialogue choice because it's taking so much time out of my day. But I just wanna talk to everyone and say everything. I'm also in amazement at how much dialogue is in this game as well. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Axani nobleman, a superficial fellow. Behind him, a vast view of the mouth of River Torna. The goblin cares much about looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Let me guess, you're the cleric. He glances down towards the river with a worried expression. By the way, ads incoming in 2 minutes. Every NPC I meet is, well, here goes the next half hour, yeah. Taking you for granted. This goblin needs to learn humility. Yep, I am the cleric. That's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. Old lady? His wife? Greet the goblin kindly. This is the beginning of a great cultural cooperation and exchange. Nice to meet you, Snell. Perform a traditional goblin salute. Wah! You raise your arms up into the air as one should when greeting an uncivilized tribal goblin. What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what are you doing? I'm respecting your culture, goblin. You can be hilariously racist in this game. Yeah, sorry. The goblin clears his throat. The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Sleep deprived? Exasperated, more like. Okay, right. Head down the garden throne, to the garden throne, but, He waves his claw towards you. You sure you want to meet the old lady looking like this? You really got all messed up from playing around down on those cliffs. You've been floating around in the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He's making a playful jab. Don't worry about it. The gall! You should teach him a lesson. Whatever do you mean? What I mean? You're covered in grime. I like being dirty. Good for you, seriously, just great for you. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Even further. Okay, lead me to her. Good, but just to make it perfectly clear, some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Well, that's too bad, because stupid's all I got. Don't climb the trees, stay away from the edges, and, he grins, showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, cleric. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. He's nervous. That makes you nervous. The dragon sounds dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. Tell her what she wants to hear, and you'll be fine. You look out over the river. The cold Ascani wind seeps through the cracks in your helmet. Here we go. Oh, ad break. I'll wait before we head on in. Ooh, what's this? These railings follow the Safety Council's standards of 22. Oh, nice! OSHA compliant. We're doomed. We'll be fine. Gotta love a game that will let you make an absolute ass of yourself. Yes. Yeah, I love that. I'm respecting your savage goblin culture, you know, like you savage goblins do when you're out in the wilderness, uncivilized, right? Have you had a chance to attempt the 10-star Monsters and Wilds? I haven't had a chance to attempt Wilds much at all recently. I've just been busy with lots of life stuff, which I apologize again for the delay on the hunting horn video. It's proving a very challenging video to write for, considering, and it's my own fault. I didn't have to make it a musical, but I was like, I want to make it a musical. But hopefully once that's done, the rest of them should be on regular pace of every 2 weeks again. That's my own fault. That's my own ambition getting in the way. I feel like I have to make it a musical one. It's just too fitting. Is it way too much effort for a singular Monster Hunter guide video a year after it's been released? Probably. But I don't know. It's, you know, these projects, they're also partly means of expressing myself as well. I make these things as a self-fulfillment thing as much as it is a job. I don't like releasing videos I'm not proud of. And I do have a few on my channel that I look back on and I'm like, I could have worked harder on that one, or that one didn't have to be on this channel. This could have gone on a secondary channel. If you need another board to bounce rhymes off of or something, I love doing improv joke lyrics. Oh, thanks. Only thing is that you're happy with it? Yeah, I think that's more important. As time goes on, even videos that underperform view-wise, I mostly don't care how they perform. I mostly care about their quality. Like, Necrohunt and Heart of Alinthi will never perform as well as my other videos.
Thank you for DMD series.
Oh, thanks.
Less than 3.
Of course, yeah. Like, my live play series, for example, my actual plays will never perform as good as any of my other videos, but I'm still very proud of them and glad that I did them and released them on my channel. On the opposite end, like, let me see, what are videos that I'm not so proud of that I would either not have released on my main channel or worked on them more? Let's see. My best of, my stream clips compilations, I think I probably would have put that on a second channel. Like, that's an example of something where it's like, it's not great, and I think it just clogs up my channel, my uploads. Same thing with the D&D movie one. Like, sure, it wouldn't have gotten as much exposure, but I probably could have gone on the personal channel, I think. Not everything has to be Mozart. No, but I like to keep my main channel with production videos. Anyway, ads are over. Let's go follow the goblin. Meet this lady. Ooh, what is that? Goblin Garden. Oh, nice. This is going to show up on the map now. Yes. Is that a myconid? Or is that just a goblin with like a mushroom helmet? Ooh, no, it's like a drow or something. Hello. At the top of the garden lookout, you see a strange creature hunched over. She appears to be massaging some shrooms.
I call dibs on the Gobo lady and all of her cookies.
By all means, Gabo. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly glides towards you. Not a hat, she's got an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. Oh god. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl of the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you got here. Slowly and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils. And her grin widens even more, somehow. Abort, run, leave. Oh god, she's trouble. She's real trouble. Just look at the side of her head. Look at those ears, white hair, ashen hue, and those eyes. That's the second elf I see here. Aren't they rare? Elves don't hang around in Norvik a lot. They usually stay away from lesser folk. But look at her. This is no elf of Ilum. This is one of those dark elves. Considering the failure, I'm gonna assume that's not true. Hello, elf. You hear a guttural chuckle leave her lips.
A man delves into the garden, his sights set on the mysterious below. Are you that man?
The way her eyes dart back and forth like that. Is she on something? Am I that man? More or less. She's just being dramatic. I'm somewhere between yes and no. Maybe.
Your feelings are not focused. That is okay.
The elf stammers, or is that an idiolect? The elf does not as much stammer as she tastes some words more than others. She turns around, her red eyes glimmering beyond the mist of spores.
Neswikala of the Green. Call me Nessen. I am underling to Hierophant Ophidana.
This is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Why would a dark elf be an understudy to an elephant? As you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with nature itself on the regular. What'd she say? Ophidana. So I know that either I'm stupid and I think she said elephant, or Ophidana is an elephant. You're the understudy to an elephant? She just gives you a goofy smile. That's not what that means, human. I'm a druid in your tongue. I've spent my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? No. Do you? I learn new things every waking, but no, I would not say I know much at all. She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since she raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There's much to be learned from your folk and your settlement in this band. How suitable is your lifestyle? Oh, how sustainable is your lifestyle? You mean me in particular, or my people?
Both, or either.
She presses down a mushroom in her bowl, sending a puff of spores into the air. I'm supposed to know that?
I do not mean to an exact number of hours or even years until you run out of natural resources. Just an approximation. And perhaps a toll of the impact on others in your vicinity.
If you focus on yourself, you can probably sustain yourself for a long-ass time. Who cares, really? If you run out of shit, you go to another place and take that shit instead. That's how it works. To keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land is the only way to live. Is the only just way to live. One of the 3 pillars of magic. It is represented in the natural world. Savage. Okay. Oh, gods, you're focusing too much on the question. Instead, focus on what she wants to hear. Earthfolk will eventually chew through this land and be forced to expand. Yeah, that sounds like humans.
I've watched your people for some time, from a distance. I'm not one to make judgments. That is for the earth and sea. But it worries me how few primal forces there are to keep you at bay.
We're too strong for that. Or primal forces. She places a palm against the rough floor.
Orfidana has helped keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalanced powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your human arcanists. Each creates a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. That great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable.
She speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. Don't worry, nature always survives.
Most often it does, but look at your so-called burned coast and those cursed lands in Domino. Nature makes it through most things, but there are forces in this world that can wring the life out of every band if it so wishes.
Magic is not what it used to be, but she is wise to stay.
We must stay vigilant.
She takes a deep and deliberate breath.
Now, enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate?
Oh, the elf speaks of nature as a close ally. You should... Wait, what did she just ask?
Well?
Your cheeks clench. No, not good. Calm down. This is not a hostile situation. Elaborate?
Of course, I apologize if I was vague, human. I only mean most humans in this settlement group in pairs. I wonder if those of your kind do the same, form such long-term committed partnerships.
That's slightly less inflammatory question. She did not have ill intent in her original inquiry. I'm the cleric. I go solo. She lowers her mushroom cap and sighs.
I see. It is the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone.
You're never alone, even when it feels like you are. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl.
If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil.
Show your primal attunement. Yeah. You kneel. You need to prove it. Your attunement to nature.
Interesting, yes.
She places the bowl from her desk to the ground before you. You must show what you've learned in your studies. It seems like wisdom is the only reasonable thought in our head. And not just because it's our highest stat, but it does make me grateful that it's our highest stat. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of your strings through every branch and mushroom. Hold your hand over the bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums. She then moves the bowl even closer to you. You believe that is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the towers used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm do not conform to the rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushroom inside this bowl. The strings within them, around them. Grab one of them, change it. Twist a string. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, at first, nothing. And then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it's connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did I do? It ruined my brew. Ah, shit. It's fine, listen. Oh, whoops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change the acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. Use druidcraft to unlock unique interactions with the world. Oh! Of course, I'm a natural. You are, aren't you? Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms into the ground. The contents wriggle before you. It went bad, huh? It's fine, she reassures you. I'm the one who pushed you. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. I like her belly folds. I love plants. Very well. What do you want to know, human? Oh, geez. Wow. All right, cool. That's all my magic questions for now. I need to go talk to the goblin. I've spent 20 minutes here. Jeez. I've been making that guy wait. There we go. You approach him below a sprawling tree. This well-dressed goblin stands proud beside his master. Go ahead, cleric. With a proud smirk, he motions towards the wooden throne. Much of his personhood hinges upon that throne and its owner. You should stand before the throne, address her court. Okay, then. He's waiting. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. Her eyes follow you with an intensity reminding you of a certain pale man. So this is the dragon. Yes, I see it. Her glare is horrific. Oh, geez, what voice should I give her?
Cleric of Norvik, of Earth and River.
No, that's terrible. Her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. Great observation. I'll make her from Brooklyn too, why not?
I was assured by your master. The top brass of the palace itself.
Her words are tainted in disdain. Her voice causes you to shiver.
They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human.
Dominion. She has control here.
Why am I sitting here waiting?
It's not that late. It's only been like a day. Tread lightly. You need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. My masters are idiots, but I'm here now. Don't worry. Her frown quickly turns into a grin.
Since we're on the same page, then.
Her expression, she's appeased. For now. Hers is a frightful presence. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Do not become frightened. Ooh. 7. I can make a 7, right? Oh! Oh no. Shit. Get out of here. Oh no, turn and run! Adrenaline keeps your legs from buckling under the intense distress as you turn and run. Ah! It echoes down into the depths between trees and fungi-covered cavern walls. Whatever reaction the goblins have to your retreat, you are not around to see or hear it. Where am I? You ran for quite a while. When your mind calms itself, you're sitting inside an empty barrel. How did I get here? Fear. It goes a long way sometimes. Wait, I hid in a barrel? More or less. The dragon chased you. Maybe. As you do, you realize the barrel is but one of many located in a tunnel you've never seen before. There I see him! Cleric! Uh-oh. Oh! Cleric, you've now wasted another precious hour! Oh my god. Please do not run away again. She's containing her rage. Amazing. The lady's trying not to scare you off again. Maybe she'll actually be nicer to you now. Running away is always an option. The fact you're still alive means it's also a smart option. You see Snell panting next to the throne. He's been running around for nearly an hour looking for you. I apologize, Lady Sageleaf. Yes, whatever. Let us continue. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, Cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno, in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road! The way she says that causes you to tremble. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like it's a curse word. He alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. She appears to have been stewing over this annoyance for some time. Where exactly is the tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort, just above the holes next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's a part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, that property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head. Lady. My people have been handling that damn Crown's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean it up even. No, suddenly it's the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Neuvic. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf. Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. You want to check it out yourself? Of course! The lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. He's embarrassed. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. Oh? Who are the injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. That ain't a real name. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers you hear, a real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Waterlane. Either he went into the dungeon or over to Waterlane. Got it. And remember, if he's wearing yellow, he's got style. Frank, son of Frank? Yeah. Goblin knows it's fake, but it's their only lead. Really? Yeah. This is the most realistic dialogue of any game I've ever read. Ooh, down the water lane. Yeah, it seems like he was heading in that direction. Though down could mean a number of things, water lane included. Why was he there? Well, we don't know. He's annoyed to have to answer that question. All right, anything else you know? Snow gives a nervous look at his master before answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. Secrets in the ashes. So dramatic. Love her. Corruption, madness. She claws at her wooden throne. Politics! Bureaucracy wears her down. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster. Someone who cannot go unpunished. There's an anti-magic task force we should call on. We will bring justice to Norvik. I certainly hope so. The lady clears her throat. I'm slowly turning into Meowth as I voice her. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge tribe and the Earthguard city cleric shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. The words seep out of her maw, burning the air. Oh yeah, I totally hear it. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. Yeah, I'll not say anything. She grins. The goblin enjoys the power she wields over you. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, he says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. You catch the goblin trying to stop a grin from spreading across his face. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together, you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. You're going to have the pretty boy around. Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. His expression is that of shock. He did not expect this. Do not disappoint me, Snell. Oh, this feels like main story stuff now. Like, this is like I've been wasting my time, and here's where the main actual quest is. That's racist. I love the just absolute audacity of some of these dialogue choices. A new member of the party. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. Huzzah! Miska Sageleaf looks at you the way one observes kitchen mold. Don't huzzah, please. Don't ever huzzah. This guy, he's the one. Just keep him in line. First priority is the tea shop. We need to get access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell has joined as a companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. Nice. For as much as she told you, there's a danger you're missing here. The lady is keeping information from you. I visited the tea shop entrance, but it was shut. Yeah, by esoteric decree. So, you gotta ask your coin lord for the passphrase, unfortunately. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Neat. Alright. Oh, he's gonna follow me around. Nice. Alright, cool. None of it was time wasted. Yeah, I'm... like, this is very thoroughly enjoyable dialogue. IMHO. Let's see. What's this way? Ooh. You gain experience by completing quests. Nice. Glow glass. Very common magic item. Box. Boop-do. Imported goods. Apples. Oh, the zombie's gone. Huh. There's a dagger there. Broken sword. Plus strength minus wisdom. A standard issue Earthguard blade. One-handed usage, lightweight. Crap quality. Makes you feel like a big man. An agent of the state. It's also broken in half, but if you lean tactically, you might be able to hide the fact from your that fact from your enemy. Yeah, just open carry. Let's be like, we don't want any trouble now, do we? City below. Oh, taking a step forward, you touch a thin cord. Uh-oh, oh shit! Something soft latches itself around your ankle. A contraption is now in motion. Oh shit! What is that, a snake or something? Trap! It's a trap! Oh, fuck. Okay, +4. I need an 11. Ooh, fuck. It tightens around your boot. With a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Ow. Before you can even react, your entire body's been dragged over the edge. Oh, shit. Cleric! Yahoo! You're falling, but not far. With a painful snap, your descent is stopped, and you're simply left hanging. Ooh, it seems like I'm in a bit of a pickle. The goblin leans over the edge with a frown. The mechanism's below. I can't reach it. Can't you get a rope or something? I can try to grab you once you make it up here, but you gotta do most of the work yourself. No time. Just take a deep breath. You can make it. Okay. I'm not strong though. I need a 17. A deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. Pain, your weight is too much. You must try again. Your quest cannot end here. One more time, cleric. I'm not telling the old lady who died on my watch. Alright, try again. Oh, shit, man. Oh, blood in head. Oh, ow. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We're fine. A final deep breath. You feel the numbness spread as you heave forward, one gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until a green claw grabs your hand. Your goblin companion groans as he helps you up. You roll over the edge. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the latched rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free, safe, alive. That was awful. What kind of evil piece of shit makes a trap like this? Someone who wants you dead. A hunter, maybe. The goblin stumbles back. Fucking hell. You realize you've been holding your breath. Your lips are probably turning blue. Breathe. I need to breathe, damn it. Air fills your lungs. You are alive. Thanks, Snow. He nods. That was a nasty trap. I don't think I would have noticed it either. Your companion looks disturbed. But still, don't let that happen again. Extremely sturdy rope. Thick, soft to the touch. You do not know the name of this material, but must be exotic. At the knots you see a series of burned-in letters. Someone's left a message on the end of the rope itself. Behold, Bulba Slop. Bulba, the last of the Titans, fought against the dragons of Vorgeni, died in the Heishi swamp. His corpse spawned many monstrosities across the coast. I love Bulgaslop. Kraid. Creepy. Don't know what that means, but I don't like the look of it. Really, really don't. Man, I love disco slop. Let me eat something. Jeez, Let's see. There we go. Apple Boy. Simple and very effective. Oh, yeah. Let's see. This feels dangerous. I don't think I should be here. What's that? The Pillar of Yore towers before you. Sharp hand. How many battles do you think it's seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one's god or king or people? You do not know. And that frightens you. Perhaps one day you will join in that sacred sensation. Perhaps right now. Ooh. Nah, later. Remember it. Yeah, I don't have the strength. Just a little post-death trauma. Yeah, just 8 apples. That fixes everything. Yeah, still don't know any of this information. Dexterity, behold. Hey. So I can only behold once later. Okay, so it's on a cooldown. This goblin gets shit done, no matter the odds. Highly competent, but with a craving of validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. Okay. DC 15. He's a rogue. All right. You approach the firmly shut doors. They appear to not be open. I hate these things. OWDs sprouting like weeds across the dungeon. Terrible. Horrifying even. OWD? One-way door. Ah, Dark Souls. He taps the wooden surface. Completely impervious to damage and force. Unopenable via whatever esoteric bullshit keeps this place afloat. Unless you stand on the other side of it, at which point it opens like a door of a friend on roguelike night. So I'll need to find the other side in order to open it. That's the logic here, yes. Right, well, I'll have to keep an eye out. It's the Dark Souls door. I don't know if I should be here. This feels like a proper dungeon and that I shouldn't be here. I'm gonna head back. This feels dangerous. I'm very weak. I have low strength, low con. Oh shit, a rat! Wait, I have a spell, don't I? Druidcraft. Wait. Spend 1 hit die? No. Short rest. Dancing lights. No, not dancing lights. Where's my spells? Spellbook. Druidcraft. Oh, I thought I had something. Wait. Oh, look at all these quests. Level 1 druid. Nice. I had something, right? Maybe I didn't. Spellbook. Okay. White rat. Alright, pick up the white rat. A white rat. It's actually shyly, but it acts shyly, but approaches you nonetheless. It looks like it doesn't really want to be grabbed by you, but it also doesn't fight it. Instead, it just follows along, sort of not very happy with the situation, but what can you do? This is a good game. You could just pick up a rat. I could probably wear this. Oh! I'm gonna have a rat on my shoulder. It doesn't show up, but just minus was 1 charisma. Yeah. Just have a rat on my shoulder. Let's go back up, because going back up is actually where our quest is. Maybe on the back. Let me see. Yeah, let's put the rat.
Rat on. Nope, doesn't look like it shows up at all. Oh, that's disappointing. I picked up a rat all for nothing. Except that I have a rat now, which is cool. Small price to pay for rat. Yeah, let's get out of here. Maybe under the helmet. Unfortunately, I think the helmet stays on. Hello. Alright, now what was... I already completely forgot. City, skills, esoterics, folk. So this is like terminology. Questing... Oh man, shop that blew up. Darrow, that's right, we need to talk to Darrow. And we need to get inside the tea shop in some way. So this is complete. Coin Lord Darrow. Owner of the shop is unaccounted for. Locate the Birdman, find out what he knows. Okay, well, we can keep exploring, because we got lots of time until midnight. Oop, can I please... Well, maybe I'll check this guy out. Behold! Wow. Good job, Joe. Locan. What could go wrong? Can we behold her? I bet she's strength. Wow. 0! Good. Amazing. More strength? 15? Alright. Somehow you know this devil would gladly organize a mass genocide against non-humans in the city. That's not cool. Has a nested interest in the current regime. Devils used to be allowed into the city only on work visas, so he could have served for several decades. Surprisingly content. Hard worker. Oh, the zombie's over here. You done working? No, that's just another goblin. Sorry, mistook you for someone else. I want to get my bike. Behold. Constitution. A girl born from an Asgalist wave in an Asgal household come from a fallen Asgal statue. She's an Asgalist. Alright. Oh, hi. The dwarven girl looks around nervously. Saw her up top, right by the main road. Oh! The girl perks up and glances towards the top of Tolstad. I'll go look for her there. Thank you, Mr. Cleric. She curtsies before you. She then scurries off. Another good deed done. Quest complete! Da 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 da. Listen, I gotta make my own fun sometimes. I like how lame this game makes you feel as well. Like, characters from Final Fantasy or The Witcher or Elder Scrolls are real heroes. We're just like a beat cop. We're like those cops from Monster House where it's like, there is no backup. There's just Cheryl at the station. Yeah, I'm Paul Blart. That's what I am. I'm not the chosen undead. I'm not the dragonborn. I'm Paul Blart. And that's awesome. I love being a nobody. Okay, let's see this. You approach the tea shop door once more. Right, tea shop. So what's the plan, cleric? Yeah, break it down. We can make that 25. Look behind the planks. You catch glances of still shadows beyond. A counter, fallen wooden beams.
A larger interior space covered in soot and burnt furniture. This place is a mess. A scorched mess. There's no other way in? Not that I know of, but it wouldn't surprise me. Tolstad is full of tunnels, holes, pipes, so who knows? The tea shop that blew up, eh? It sure did. Was one hell of a blast, but the structure's still standing. Dwarven engineering. Looks like shit, but boy can take a hit. Disliking dwarven architecture is very hip these days. Alright. No other way in. Oh, what that? Corner of Norvik still standing in the gate era. Ooh. Well, I think now that we're properly on our adventure and we got at least one leg of the journey done, and I'm starting to get a little hungry, I think that might be a good place to call it. Especially before, you guys have to sit through another pile of ads. But thank you for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to play more of this game. I don't know if I'll stream more of it, just because there's so much reading and I like to narrate my reading, and that kind of puts a strain on my voice. But I'm definitely going to be playing more of this in my spare time for sure. And I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored, although I, take my opinion with a grain of salt. It has been colored, but I really like this, and this makes me want to play Disco Elysium as well. But like, I love dialogue. Just the fact that it's just dialogue doesn't deter me. Like, I don't know. I like how many choices there are, and I like how stupid the choices are. But yeah, I'll see if I stream more of it, but I'll definitely play more of it. Like I said, though, this has been a sponsored stream. Use !EB to get the link to the store page. This has been Esoteric Ebb. Once again, published by Raw Fury and developed by, let's see the name again, Christopher Bodegard. Yeah. And it seems like there's lots of ways to play it as well. So if you like classic RPGs, lots of cool choices, and check out the game. Yeah, last second quest redeems, so we'll find someone to raid. If you haven't done your daily quest, now is the time to do it. Let's find someone to raid. Who's online? Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Let's find somebody. Esoteric Ebb. Let's raid somebody else who's playing Ebb. Dooba-dooba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Who else is playing Ebb? Might as well share the love, right? Ooh. Let's rate another VTuber playing Ebb. VTuber got a new model. Let's see. All right. I have a suggestion. Sure. What's your suggestion, Max Caliber? Let me hear it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for raid. I presume for raid subject. Yasumi. Let's see. Ooh, playing a Plague's Tale. Or a Plague Tale. I do hear that's a very good game. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? Oh! Whoa, Inviso guy, you just raid. We are just about to raid. John Halo sends his regards. Hello. Well, I was just about to wrap up and raid someone else. But thank you for joining me. Double raid. We're about to raid Yasumi right now. Raid train, yeah. Send us with you, yeah. Raid train. We're gonna raid Yasumi. Let's see. They are playing a Plague Tale, which is, I heard good things about surviving the plague and a bunch of rats. Ooh, I know. I know what our raid message will be.
Rats, we're rats.
We're the rats. We stalk
at night, we stalk at night.
We're the rats.
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into.
All right, everybody say rats, rats. We are the rats. Rats, rats. Rats. We're rats. We're the rats. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And thank you again to Raw Fury for sponsoring me and being very generous. Bye-bye.